Gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Hojo Radio Network, the one and only network that broadcasts coast to coast, around the world, and throughout the galaxy. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. It's going to be a unique night. Tonight we're calling it the 6 to 10 Lion's Den block. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something a little different. Note, I'm not going to be talking through the show, none of that stuff. I mean, I like doing that, but tonight I'm going to broadcast something to you that feels more like actually tuning in to an old school radio broadcast. So here in just a minute, we're going to start it out with the Cavalcade of America and move right on through to all kinds of fun stuff, comedy, mystery, and then end it all up with a nice little bow. But until then, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because here at the Hojo Radio Network, we keep the old school stuff new and keep it coming. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for this brand new 4-hour block designed specifically to remind you what it was like to listen to the radio back when your grandparents did.
The Cavalcade of America, presented by DuPont. Each year, increasing thousands of eager Americans travel by rail, automobile, and airplane to the numerous national parks of the United States to stand in awe before natural wonders thousands of years old. This evening, the Cavalcade of America brings you a bit of little-known history about one of these great national parks, the Yellowstone. The story of how its marvelous natural wonders were found and preserved for you, for me, and those who come after us. Nature often hoards her secrets. Discovering these innermost secrets and developing their best uses for our modern world is the work which inspires the research chemist. Men who are devoting their lives to the fulfillment of the DuPont pledge, better things for better living through chemistry. As an overture, Don Voorhees and our Cavalcade Orchestra bring you a special setting of Why Was I Born? From Jerome Kern's operetta, Sweet Adeline.
Jim Bridger, known to history as the Daniel Boone of the Rocky Mountains, was born in 1804. At 18, he was an authorized scout and a hunter whose fame had traveled far. In 1824, when Bridger was 20, the new Middle West and the only slightly explored area beyond it were peopled by brave, hardy men and women. Fort Fargo was a typical Western stagecoach center. The evening is in full swing as we look in on one of its places of amusement.
All right, come on. Deal 'em, will you?
Yeah, I sure will, Tenderfoot. Here they come, and look out for 'em.
How's the game, boys?
Only fair, Mame.
I'll open.
Well, you staying, Tenderfoot?
Sure I'm staying. My name's Peter.
Yeah, your name's likely to be mud in this game.
Don't worry about me. I'm getting along all right.
I'll admit that. Yeah, me too. How many, eh? Two of the best, Tom.
Hey, who wants to dance with me? How about you, Peter?
Not me, Mame. Run along and dance for yourself for all I care. I'm playing cards.
Oh, go right ahead and play. I won't bother. Only I'm glad that real men like Jim Bridger don't waste their time over a dirty pack of cards. He's always right glad to see me when he gets back here to civilization.
There he is. Well, how many cards you want?
3. Say, tell me something. What's this fellow Jim Bridger ever done, anyway? Everywhere I go, I hear people talking about him.
You betting, Tenderfoot?
Sure I am.
I'll see you. I'm out.
I got 2 pairs. All of them jacks. Good enough?
4 jacks is too good for me. Take the pot.
Fine. I still want to know about Jim Bridger.
Howdy, boys.
Well, Tenderfoot, you're right in line to find out about Jim Bridger, because here he is. Howdy, Jim.
Howdy, Ed.
Jim, you come just in time. There's a young fella here wants to know all about you.
Is that so? Well, young fella, I'm Jim Bridger. Leastwise, I was in last report.
Glad to know you. My name's Peter.
Yeah? You don't need to be took back looking at me so strange, mister. There's other things besides my face that show the glory of nature out in these parts. I ain't claiming it all. Say, did you ever see water you could rest on without sinking?
No.
Well, I did. A lake to cheer the eyes of any man alive. Spread out before you like a big mirror. I'd been riding for days.
So you kneeled down and drank it.
Well, I aimed to, but I didn't.
Well, Jim, what was the matter?
Well, honey, it was brackish as salt.
Salt water?
Yeah. Bit the throat out of me before I swallowed a palmful.
Well.
Oh, but that wasn't the best part. I stretched out on that water.
You laid down?
Yep. Hands hung back over my head. Stretched out full length on that water and slept like a baby.
Well, my...
You sure be a liar.
Careful, Tenderfoot.
No man's going to stand in front of me and say he can lie down in the water and sleep without drowning. No man can do a thing like that. I did. You're lying.
Grab his gun hand, Ed. Hey, I got him. Come on, you. Get out of here and stay out. You know what's healthy for you. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here.
Well, they didn't waste much time or effort escorting him, did they?
He got what was coming to him.
Who was the main escort for him?
Oh, Tom Fitzpatrick.
Well, he's real thorough, Tom is. Oh, Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Bridger.
Hey, come on over and sit down. I kind of take to a man who cottons up to imagination. You believe I saw a salt lake so heavy I couldn't sink in it, don't you?
Well, I'm not going to say I know you didn't see it until I can prove it.
Tom, I saw it all right. She sat down on the other side of the big hills. An inland lake chock full of salt. There was birds standing on it. You throwed a rock out onto it, and that stayed on top, too. Why, I grabbed out hands full of salt.
Well, I sure would like to see that.
Well, you can, Tom, if you come with me.
Jim Bridger exaggerated a little, as was his habit, but he had seen a body of water such as he described. Today, we know that wonder in Utah as Great Salt Lake. 9 out of every 10 men who heard Jim describe the wonders of this inland body of water smiled and forgot what he said, just as they had smiled and forgotten hundreds of other things Jim Bridger had told them. Tom Fitzpatrick was not one of these people. He was not certain he believed Jim Bridger, but he was not able to prove Jim was wrong. The two became firm friends. They packed up their horses and started out together. Sometime later, we find them looking at some beaver traps.
Well, not much luck today, Jim.
No. Beavers is cute. Reckon we just about trapped out these parts, Tom. They've sent signals we're here.
They're smart.
Yeah, beavers are smart, all right. Look over there by the stream. Trees, dams, canals, houses with underwater entrances. Tom, I don't figure men folks could do a job like that. Why, those scooting little devils know enough to stick their tongues into a trap and spring it and get off scot-free.
I heard that.
It's truth. Hear that? Mr. Beaver slapping his tail against the water, telling us where we get off. He ain't going to have soup made out of him. He's going right on wearing his pelt, even if the fine gentleman in London would like to have it for a half.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute now. I'll take a look at this last trap.
Well, I'm praying it ain't empty like the rest of them.
Yeah, it is, though. They're learning, Tom. That's what they're doing. We folks got to learn, too. We ain't as smart as beavers, Tom. You know, I met a queer kind of tenderfoot back in St. Louis once. How he went on. Talked about us being in the westward course of empire. Said we was breaking trails to the greatest country the world had ever known. That there'd be statues raised to us someday.
Statues, huh?
Yep. That's what he said. But if there's any statue raising, it ought to be for the beavers. They're what's making us travel west.
What, we'll keep going further?
Sure. This place is trapped out. Besides, you want to stretch out and rest on that salt lake, don't you?
Yeah.
And there's another spot I aim to let you feast your eyes on. You didn't know I was holding something back, did you?
I ain't surprised.
You will be. Of course, I ain't putting my hand on the book and testifying to the truth of this story, mind you, but there's a saying that a fella called Coulter was in these parts, maybe about 20 years back.
Coulter?
Yeah.
I heard of him.
Of course you have. Well, Coulter was out here. I'd like to know him. There was a sort of fellowship between us. Well, he was riding along just about where we be now.
Yeah?
Yeah, and all at once he reined up and stuck his nose in the air and sniffed.
Redskins.
Couldn't miss him. Coulter leaned forward on his pony, and sure enough, there was a mess of braves swinging up toward him. They started shooting arrows at him.
I wouldn't want to find myself in a mix-up like that. Them Redskins can shoot.
Didn't bother Tom Coulter none. Swung his horse in his hind hoofs and yelled. Then he started. He rid plumb clear from all but one Injun. But that critter hung on. So Coulter polished him up.
Great.
Yeah, then his troubles begun. While he was fighting the brave, the rest of the pack come a-piling along. They was all but setting in Coulter's lap before he knew it.
What'd he do?
Well, there was a stream right alongside of him, and he picked up an idea as quick as a flash.
Yeah?
Zip, off come his boots. He run into the water with the stones cutting his feet every step. But he'd spotted some beaver houses in the distance. That's enough for Coulter. He dives into the water, reaches around down there until he's found the bottom entrance to one of the houses, and up he comes in the airspace under that mound.
Safe, huh?
He stayed there with the beavers backed off in the sides, eyeing him doubtful-like, until the Redskins figured he was dead, and off they rode. Then he comes out and heads for a trading post.
He rode on his horse?
Of course he did.
Well, I'd have thought the Indians would have took his pony.
Well, they usually do, but Coulter's pony had absorbed some of his master's idea and hid behind an anthill.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know, Tom, it don't pay to be too particular about details sometimes. Now, you take as if we were... Hold still, Tom.
Huh? What is it?
Down there in the flat.
Redskins.
They're wearing war paint, too. Crows, I figure, from here. They've seen us. Don't run. Stay right here. 50 of them to each one of us. They'd have us filled with arrows before we start in open country like this. I'll do the plover. Cooey!
They've stopped.
Yeah, the crows, all right. Wouldn't have known that call.
One of them's riding toward us.
Put down your gun, Tom. How, brother? I'd hate to believe he was my brother.
You what?
You stay here, Tom. White brother, come to you.
You bring pipe of peace?
Yes. Hey, look. I throw down my gun.
Huh?
We make very big peace talk. Not enemy. He friend. Why, Red Fox, you old devil.
Red Fox, fine friend. Big friend.
I haven't seen you since you showed me that lake full of salt. What are you doing here?
Game move.
So we move. Forward! No friend come. Red Fox glad. He show big friend plenty new things. He show great land with great spirit. Red Fox glad he find you.
All right, Red Fox. Let's be going.
Oh.
Red Fox was a Crow chief. There was a great feast that evening, and Jim Bridger and Tom Fitzpatrick sat by the biggest fire close to the head braves. The Indians liked Jim, even though they could not understand all his stories. The next day, Jim, Tom, and Red Fox again head west on a sightseeing expedition.
That's a nice pony, Red Fox.
Mustang,
Yeah. Got good legs.
you want him?
Shucks, no. Cotton to his markings, that's all. You ever see a prettier-looking sample of horseflesh, Tom?
He's a beauty.
Yeah, right heft to his shanks. Handles himself like he knew what it's all about, too.
Get him from white man. Give him back to white man. You.
Yeah. You're going to keep your own legs around him. A man don't give away a pony like that. At least wise I wouldn't. Hold on a minute. What was that ahead there?
Great spirit make very great wonder.
Tom, did you see it?
A jet of water shooting out of the ground 20 feet in the air.
You see only little one. Now you watch. There, where Red Fox point.
Something's getting ready to happen, all right. Listen to it.
Jim, what's it going to do?
I don't know, Tom, but it's certainly...
Jim, that water's spouting at least 100 feet straight up.
It ain't real. It can't be, Tom.
Come, we go. Greater wonder ahead. Great spirit makes gift to good white man.
Greater wonders ahead. I don't dare believe it. I don't even believe what I've seen already.
2 months later, Peter, the man who had mocked Jim Bridger, rode into Fort Fargo, threw his horse's bridle over a check post, and strode into the saloon. He was a different person from the man who had looked up from the deck of cards and laughed at Jim Bridger. He was sober-faced, terribly serious.
Well, if Peter ain't come back.
I need a drink. Quick.
And he's still got his scalp. He ain't come back to tell us about some new country you discovered since you've been gone from here, have you, Tenderfoot?
I've seen plenty, and I'm sure glad to be back.
What's that?
I've seen things that, well, things I didn't like. I hate to think about them even.
What's come over you, anyway?
Yeah, Tenderfoot. What you been doing?
Tell us about it.
Seeing. Watching a wagon train of men, women, and children wiped out as slick as you'd clean off the table there.
Hey, where was that?
It wasn't pretty to look at. I saw Jim Bridger, too.
You did? Where?
Yep.
Where was that?
He's a setting up on a ridge. Him and Tom Fitzpatrick.
Tom, too.
Yep. I heard Bridger give a yell like a fiend and ride down at them Injuns. I wouldn't have dared do what he done.
Well, you ain't Jim Bridger.
That's right. He ain't.
Here, have one on me, Peter. It looks like you could use it. You see Jim come back?
No.
Tough luck. Hey, Sam, give us some music. Jim Bridger wouldn't want us to sit around crying about him, that's a cinch. He didn't come back, huh?
Nope.
Well, that's our rotten break. Jim!
Why, he ain't dead.
Jim Bridger! You long, lean old heathen, you! Oh, there ain't no Indian gonna walk away with your scalp.
Well, not so long as I can use it, ma'am. The top hair gets mighty comfortable cold nights on the range. Hello, Ed.
Hello there, Jim.
Sit down, Tom.
Tom Fitzpatrick!
Yep.
Yeah, me and Tom sort of graze in the same spot.
Well, tell us where you've been.
Yeah, Jim. What you been doing?
Oh, I've been discovering new wonders. Wood as hard as a rock, for instance.
What?
That's right. I saw it. Whole trees.
Sure, you were standing alongside of me, Tom.
You bet.
Plants and ferns and things looking like flowers, but they was rocks. Plumb froze hard. The doggonest place I ever rode into.
Yeah, and that ain't all that Red Fox showed us. We didn't need to build any fire, did we, Jim?
No, sorry. No, sir. I caught a trout in one pool, and as soon as I hooked it, I throwed it over into a pool full of steaming hot water and took it out cooked. They was done to a turn.
It ain't true.
I seen it with my own eyes, ma'am. Red Fox told us the gods made that place. Well, no man ever done it. That's easy.
It don't seem like it can be.
Reckon it is, though.
What?
Well,
I called you a liar the last time I saw you here.
Yeah. So you did, stranger.
I ain't doing it now. The things you're saying don't sound like they could be real. If you say you saw 'em, you saw 'em. There ain't anyone aching to start an argument on that score, be there? Kind of reckoned there wouldn't be.
Jim Bridger had found someone who believed his stories, and it acted like a tonic. He touched up his discoveries and made some really bang-up, typical tall stories out of them. His reputation and his tales brought him into demand as a guide. In 1854, the Irish nobleman Sir George Gore came to the United States. He traveled west, and he engaged Jim Bridger to act as his guide. One night, the party rests on the edge of what is now Yellowstone Park. Sir George and Jim Bridger are in the former's tent. Tom Fitzpatrick, Jim's inseparable companion, and an Irish servant sit by the campfire.
It is a broth of a night.
Yeah, we make that kind out here.
It is a pity some of it couldn't be moved to Ireland. Then it would be perfect. You have plenty of great sights in this new country of yours, but going's a bit stiff. And that Bridger of yours, the stories he tells.
You think Jim's lying?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. But he do stretch the truth some. He has shown us some strange sights. But to boil fish in a pool inside of a cone of rock that sticks up out of a cold lake where you just caught the fish, even a good Irishman must stop at something.
Well, you'll find that part's true.
Boiling live fish in it. Whist. Here he comes with Sir George. I'll be going away.
Well, Jim, where is this great sight?
It's near the edge of the camp, George. Only be a step to get there. It'll be worth it.
Is there good hunting here?
Good? George, the biggest elk I've ever seen was left less than half a mile from here.
Oh?
He was standing in the moonlight, just like that tree over there. His antlers was full grown and something to look at. Well, I drew a bead on him, and I shot. He never so much as moved.
What?
Yep. I sighted again. I was more careful this time, but I missed him again. That was more than I could stand. So I started to run, headed right for that elk, and before I could stop, I run smack into a glass cliff. The elk was standing on the further side of it. No wonder I missed him. Oh, the hunting's fine out here.
A glass cliff?
Mhm.
You mean glass like a lens?
Yep. Only it's clearer than most lenses. The elk was about half a mile away.
Well, I'll believe the glass cliff after some of the things you've shown me. But I wish you'd move the elk a trifle closer.
Wait a minute, George. Stop here. Step just a little bit this way.
Huh?
That's enough. Now look.
What a picture. Liquid lace patterns against a background that has 100 colors in it. I've seen a waterfall at night before, but I never hoped to see anything like that.
It's the moonlight against it. Well, I said I'd show you something.
Something? Why, it's worth the whole trip. It's fairyland in reality.
The Cavalcade of America, presented by DuPont, moves on. Gradually, more and more people came to believe Jim Bridger's stories. The Yellowstone was thoroughly explored by expeditions in 1869, 70, and 71. These expeditions proved that many of Bridger's fables were based on fact. But this wonderful territory and our other great national parks waited years before the citizens of the United States really discovered them. The man whose efforts made these parks accessible to the public was Stephen Ting Mather. Early in the 20th century, we join him standing on a peak in the Yellowstone. With him is a friend whom we shall call William Baker.
What a spectacle, Steve. Geysers, vivid canyons, lava fields, volcano was poured out more than 1,000 years ago. 100 mysteries no man could believe unless they'd seen them. It's like a miracle, Steve.
It most certainly is.
There are more and greater geysers here in Yellowstone than all the world put together, but how many people know that?
Too few, Bill.
Why do our people go to Europe when we have glorious things like this right at home to show them?
They probably don't know such things exist.
Then someone should tell them. Someone should tell the whole world what wonders we have here.
They certainly should.
Steve, that's our job. Have we turned too soft to tackle it?
No, Bill, we haven't. You know, there should be a plan to link all of these great parks under one head. Protect them and administer them as the greatest national recreational and educational resources anywhere in the nation.
Now you're talking, Steve.
There should be lodges and camps for summer vacations, native animals, game in its natural habitat, trained guides, rangers to tell about it.
That's a ticket.
It isn't a job for one man. It's a national duty. It needs money, and it needs a strong leader, a man who can't be pushed down.
And I know the one man who can put the job over. It's you, Steve.
You think so?
I do.
Well, it's a dream I've had for a long time. And under the spell of this place, I think I can do it.
I know you can.
Well, Bill, at least I'm going to try.
Stephen Ting Mather assumed the office of Director of National Parks in 1916. Thanks to him and other men who caught his enthusiasm, millions of Americans have discovered, as thousands of new ones will this coming summer, that in the national parks our frontier still lives. It is almost as though the joyous spirit of Jim Bridger still roamed the West, carrying his stories to people, beckoning them on to new wonders in the cavalcade of America.
You've heard much on these programs about research, and until now we've primarily discussed chemical research as carried on in chemical laboratories. This evening we're going to talk about a different kind, a research project that has for its laboratory America's fields and forests, her lakes and streams, in fact, all outdoors. Nature blessed our country with marvelous wildlife resources, big and small game, fish and wildfowl of many kinds. But because of thoughtlessness and lack of care, our wildlife is diminishing so rapidly that public-spirited people throughout the nation have become alarmed. Recently, a group of business and professional leaders formed an organization called the American Wildlife Institute to undertake a nationwide program of action. In cooperation with the United States Biological Survey and a group of universities, the Institute is conducting a 5-year program of research and demonstrations to protect and restore wildlife and to preserve its natural habitat. Biologists and other experts working with colleges in all parts of the country are studying the food supply, breeding habits, diseases, and natural enemies of wildlife. Demonstrations are given to show farmers, landowners, agricultural agents, and game commissioners how to put conservation measures and methods into effect. Many business firms are supporting this work. And those that serve the sportsman or vacationist in any way, of course, have a direct interest in wildlife restoration. But this program goes far beyond any single business, for it aims not only to restore fish and game, but to promote the growth of wild plants and flowers, control water levels, and prevent contamination of streams, rivers, and lakes. Among the industrial concerns contributing to this work are the DuPont Company and its associate, the Remington Arms Company. Thousands of individuals and local fish and game clubs also are supporting this work. Any project designed to protect and restore America's natural resources, including its wildlife, means a great deal to everyone. DuPont is glad to be counted among those supporting such work, for it is indeed a praiseworthy contribution to better living. The life of Stephen Girard, little-known episodes in the life of one of America's great philanthropists and merchants, will be the subject of our broadcast when next week at this same time, DuPont again presents The Cavalcade of America. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Keep it tuned right here to Hojo Radio. Coming up next, Reader's Digest from 1947 with Dr. Mike. Stay tuned.
The makers of Hallmark greeting cards bring you a tender and heartwarming story played against the background of the New York slums. The true story of a doctor who faced a momentous decision. Our star this evening is one of Hollywood's finest dramatic performers, John Garfield. For more than a third of a century, quality has been a habit with the makers of Hallmark cards. They have the pride of craftsmen in their name, Hallmark, Hallmark. That's why Hallmark cards are the kind of cards you can be proud to send, proud to receive. So when you want to send the very finest, look on the back for those three identifying words, a Hallmark card. Those three words, a Hallmark card, are your assurance of finest quality. They tell your friends you cared enough to send the very best. To be doubly sure, always look on the back of the card you choose for those three identifying words, a Hallmark card. Now, to preside over our program this evening, here is our regular master of ceremonies, the young Broadway actor and producer, Richard Calmer.
Thank you, Harry Marble, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Down along the Lower East Side of Manhattan Island is a district of slums known for its poverty, its assortment of faces and tongues, and its tough vitality. This is where our story, Dr. Mike, is set tonight. And to play the leading role, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards bring you a star who knows the life of those slums better than any actor in Hollywood. You saw him on the stage in Golden Boy and Awake and Sing. You saw him on the screen in Pride of the Marines, The Postman Always Rings Twice, and Humoresque. His name, John Garfield.
Hello, Dick, and thank you. Sure, I know the East Side slums. I grew up in them.
Well, you've come a long way since then, John.
Oh, no, I haven't. The people down there are real. Those noisy streets are part of me. I don't ever want to get too far away from them.
Well, how did you get into acting, Johnny?
By the back door. You know, you learn to be tough fast if you're brought up on the East Side, New York streets, the way I was. I learned to fight.
That made you an actor?
Oh, no. That almost won me the Golden Gloves. And then I figured you can't say much with boxing mitts, so I studied speech. And that's how I got interested in acting.
Well, being fast with the leather gloves came in pretty handy, didn't it, John? I hear this new picture of yours is a film about boxing.
That's right. It's called Body and Soul, being made by Enterprise Productions.
Well, if you like roles about real scrappers, you ought to enjoy this show tonight.
Enjoy it? Dick, this guy I'm playing tonight, this Dr. Mike, is so right I feel like going out and meeting him afterwards. Or sending him one of those Hallmark greeting cards just to say, Doc, you're okay.
Well, maybe when you were a kid on the streets, Johnny, you knew him.
Maybe I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards are proud to present on the Reader's Digest radio edition, John Garfield in a story he might have lived, Dr. Mike.
Call me Dr. Mike. That's what my patients call me. It seems pretty nice to be a doctor. My parents were immigrants. My father died when I was a baby. There were 5 other kids besides me. My mother made stockings at home on a machine with thread furnished by the company. Sometimes she made 75 cents a day.
7 mouths to feed. 7 mouths to feed.
That's what I used to hear my mother saying every morning. 7 mouths to feed. So as soon as I could, I went to work in a box factory. Up at 5, 12 hours a day piling boxes, no heat in winter, no open windows in summer, piece of bread or dried scrap of meat for lunch. Yeah,
Seems pretty nice to be a doctor. I managed it by going to night school first and then quitting work to go to college. And now I'm back in the neighborhood I grew up in, and I'm a doctor, and a busy one. Every day, plenty of patients.
You think I'm going to be all right, doctor?
Sure, you're going to be all right if you take this medicine faithfully. Here's the prescription.
But I got no money to pay for no medicine.
Well, dip into that cigar box there.
Taking the splints off today, Doctor?
No, this arm isn't healed yet.
Yeah, but I need that arm to go to work. I can't afford to loaf anymore.
See what you can find in that cigar box there. It might tide you over.
Here's $2, Doctor.
Well, throw it into that cigar box there.
What do I owe you, Doctor?
Nothing.
Nothing?
That's right. You weren't sick. You've just been overworking, and you knew that yourself.
But I want to pay you something.
All right. You say you write poetry?
Yes, on the side.
Okay, that's my pay. I haven't had much time for poetry in my life. Recite a poem for me. That'll be my pay. That's what today was like. And today was like every other day. 19 patients. Let's look in the cigar box. Not bad. 19 patients, and I'm only $8 in the hole. Come in. Well, Irene O'Neill, how are you?
Hello, Dr. Mike.
Sit down. You look healthy and pretty. What's ailing you?
Nothing.
Well, a social visit?
Uh-huh. I just come to give you an invite, Dr. Mike.
I accept. An invite to what?
My wedding party.
What?
No kidding.
You and Tony?
Me and who else? Sure.
When?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
That's right. Tony just got a swell new job, but he's got to go out west to take it, so we're slipping on the old ball and chain fast.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
I don't think I can make it tomorrow.
Well, you gotta make it.
Well, yeah, I got patience, Irene.
Sure, and I'm one of them, and Tony's another. We won't get married if you're not there. No, I mean it. You gotta come, Dr. Mike, and we got it all fixed.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, Tony's kid cousin, he'll stay in your office and take your calls and let you know if anybody needs you worse than we do at the party.
See, yeah. Well, you want me that badly?
Well, look, Dr. Mike, I ain't so good with the mushy stuff.
Except with Tony, huh?
Yeah, except with Tony. But, well, you're the best friend Tony and I got. When he was out of work and sick, too, well, we don't forget how you used to tell him to dip into the cigar box like you owed him money.
Ah, forget it. Tony paid me back.
No. Nobody ever pays back a thing like that, Dr. Mike. You know what Tony and I agreed?
No, what?
Well, we're going to be out west there, and well, maybe someday... Well, I mean, we hope... Well, I mean, maybe we'll be going to have a baby.
I could imagine such a thing happening sometime soon.
Well, we're going to come east when that happens. Nobody's going to bring our baby into the world but Dr. Mike.
Irene. Well, Irene, I don't know how... Well, that's the nicest... Hey, look. Irene.
Yeah?
Have Tony's cousin here tomorrow. I want to dance at your wedding. Hey, Ma.
I didn't hear much. I got supper fixed.
Swell. How would you like to step out tomorrow, Ma?
Where?
Tony Camilli and Irene O'Neill are being married.
Good.
And we're going to the wedding. Dance, sing, laugh, a good time, a day off. What do you say, huh?
Good, we'll go. But, Mike,
Yeah, Ma.
when are you going to get married?
Me? I don't have time.
You mean you don't have money?
Same thing, maybe.
Well, I don't kick for myself, Mike. I got more than I ever had before in my life, but you're a doctor. You ought to be rich.
Oh, Ma.
How about those fellows wanted you to open up an office with them on Park Avenue?
Oh, yeah, I didn't have the heart for that.
Sit down, Mike. Eat.
Okay. How about you?
I ate.
Oh.
There's a fellow coming to see you.
Huh? A patient?
No, a doctor.
A doctor? Oh, why'd you tell him I wasn't sick?
You're going to have to make up your mind, Mike.
What do you mean?
This doctor, he telephoned. I told him to come. I think he wants you to come in with him. Maybe it's another chance on Park Avenue.
Look, Ma, I'd like to be rich, sure. Who wouldn't? But this Park Avenue stuff isn't for me. I haven't got anything against it for the guys who belong there. Most of them come from swanky homes, and they're working among their own people. Well, I come from this neighborhood, and I want to work among my own kind of people. Can't you see that?
I can see you're getting no praise. That's what I can see.
Maybe, but I've got to do the best I can for the kind of people I know and understand. That's what it means to be a doctor. And if it gets a guy no place, well, it gets him no place, that's all. But it's what it's what I have to do.
We'll see. We'll see.
This is darn good stew, you know.
Don't change the subject.
Okay, Ma. Patient so early in the evening, too.
I'll go and see. You keep on eating. Hello?
How do you do? I'm Dr. Hawkins.
The one that telephoned?
Yes.
Oh, come in.
Thank you.
Right in here. In the parlor.
Thank you. Is your son in?
Yes, sit down. I'll get him.
Well?
You're wanted in the parlor.
Oh, sure. Patient?
No, it's that doctor.
Oh, well, then I'll finish eating.
All right, finish eating, but, Mike.
Yes, Ma.
Remember when those other doctors came that time and you came out of the parlor and told me you turned down a chance at Park Avenue?
Yes, I remember.
Well, this time it's going to be different. This time I'm going to go into the parlor with you. Here's my son, Dr. Hawkins.
How do you do, Doctor?
How are you? Sit down, won't you?
Yes, thanks. Well, sir, I suppose you're wondering why I came here.
More or less.
They haven't forgotten you at Bellevue since your intern days.
Well, that's nice to hear.
I've been talking with the members of the staff at Bellevue pretty regularly for the past 2 weeks, going into a few matters pretty thoroughly.
I see. What matters?
Well, for one thing, the most important thing to you, I was looking for a good internist. They recommended you.
That's nice of them. Why were you looking for an internist?
I'm starting a clinic.
Oh.
I want you to come in with us.
A lot of money in it, I suppose?
I think we all should do pretty well.
A big suite of offices on Park Avenue?
Well, as a matter of fact, we do hope to open on Park Avenue.
I thought so.
You see, Doctor, we feel that this is a time when a clinic would be most acceptable to the general public. People are coming to realize the truth that the various types of disease and pathology require attention of specialists.
I agree, but only if the ailment is serious enough.
We plan to have a large staff, from eye, ear, nose, and throat men to psychiatrists.
On Park Avenue?
Yes.
And you want me?
Yes, as an internist.
The answer is a flat no.
Mike!
No, Ma, I know what I'm saying. I know why I'm saying it. I can't do this thing.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
He'll take the job, Dr. Hawkins. He'll take the job.
No, of course not. I wouldn't want you to do it if you wouldn't feel right about it.
But, Dr. Hawkins, this job, would Mike work nights?
No, we'd keep office hours, long ones, but daytime hours.
Well, Mike, you could have some fun. You could...
I know, Ma, I know, but it's no.
I'm very sorry, Doctor. I'm sorry that you feel this way. I have heard about your work in the neighborhood here, and I was sure our clinic would appeal to you.
What made you think so?
The obvious, genuine love that you have for your poor patients. You see, we're going to devote half of each day at our clinic to the patients without the means to pay.
What's that, Doctor?
We're going to devote exactly half our time to people without the means to pay.
Well, what? Well, why didn't you say so?
If there's no money in it, Mike's for it.
I think there'll be money in it the other half day. Plenty of money.
Well, Dr. Hawkins, clinic like that for poor people, it's a good
Oh, there you are, night work. You take this job and you'll be freer.
thing. Oh, wait a minute. Let me answer. Hello? Yeah. Yes. I see. All right. Start boiling olive water. I'll be right over. Sorry. Dr. Childbirth Chase, I've got to run. See you later.
Well, there you are. He's going to be gone all night again.
Maybe that's what makes him a good doctor. But what I didn't get a chance to tell him was that I need an answer quickly.
All right. You come tomorrow, Doctor. He'll give you your answer. And the answer will be yes.
John Garfield will be back in just a moment with the second act of tonight's drama, presented by Hallmark greeting cards from the pages of the Reader's Digest, America's favorite magazine. Now, here's Dick Hallmark.
Mother's Day is Sunday, May 11th, only 10 days away. Don't let this day slip by without telling your mother how much she's always meant to you. A Hallmark card will do this so beautifully, for remember, a Hallmark card will say just what you want to say, the way you want to say it. Your Hallmark dealer has a complete selection of Mother's Day cards, so stop in tomorrow. You'll find just the right Hallmark card to tell your mother that you haven't forgotten. And don't forget the many others that you'll want to remember on Mother's Day. A favorite aunt, a grandmother, sister, or anyone who's been like a mother to you. There are Hallmark cards created especially for each of them. And when you send a Hallmark card, it means so much more. You see, for more than a third of a century, quality has been a habit with the makers of Hallmark cards. That's why discriminating folks look on the back of the cards they send and receive for the three identifying words, a Hallmark card. Those three words, a Hallmark card, are your assurance of finest quality. They tell your friends you cared enough to send the very best.
The next day, my mother and I went to the wedding, and afterward to the reception at Irene's parents' home. Do I get to kiss the bride, Tony?
Just one time. Don't be a hog like some of these fellas.
All right, Irene.
All right, everybody sit down now. We'll eat.
Come on, Ma. Let's sit here.
All right, but we ought to go back soon, Mike.
Well, what do you mean? You've always wanted me to take a day off. Well, this is it.
Well, that Dr. Hawkins is coming for your answer today.
There's no rush about that.
There's lots of rush. He wants the answer today.
Well, if he really wants it, he'll find me here. That kid is at the office, and he can tell Dr. Hawkins where I am.
Hello, Dr. Mike.
Hello, Mary. I wasn't sure you'd be here.
Miss my own cousin's wedding.
Well, your time has almost come, you know.
Well, if it does, Doctor, you're here.
Ouch.
Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike, here's somebody to see you.
Hello, Dr. Mike.
Dr. Hawkins, how do you do?
Oh, you did come. That's good.
Why don't you invite your friend to stay?
Well, I'll do that if you don't mind, Irene. This is Dr. Hawkins, and this is the bride, Doctor.
And a very pretty one, too.
Oh, thanks. Well, I better get back or Tony will want a divorce.
Oh, sit down, Dr. Hawkins. No, right next to Mike.
Thanks. Some part of you.
They're wonderful people.
You know, I came for your answer, Doctor.
I know.
What about it?
I don't know. I'd like some time to think about it.
Well, I haven't got much time, Doctor, to keep it open.
Well, can you stay until the party is over?
This party looks so nice, I think I want to stay until it's over.
Well, maybe then I can tell you something.
Dr. Mike! Dr. Mike!
What's the matter?
Annie, she's a chicken.
Well, let's see.
She was a chicken. I think it's a bull.
Oh, here, now, take it easy. Here, Annie, open wide. That's wider. That's girl, good girl. That's fine.
Oh, Doctor, what a relief.
Well, you better take some more.
Come on, Annie, over here.
It should be all right now.
Neat work, Doctor.
The trouble with Annie is she's gluttonous.
Mike.
Yes, Ma.
Why don't you tell Dr. Hawkins right now that you'll go in with him in his clinic?
Oh, what?
Didn't you hear me?
No, excuse me, will you excuse me, Ma? Excuse me, Dr. Hawkins.
What's he going over to that boy for?
Oh, Nicky.
Hello, Dr. Mike.
Enjoying that candy?
Yeah. Want some?
No, thanks, Nicky. But, do you want to come with me?
Where are you going?
Well, you'll see.
Can I bring the candy?
Sure, come on. Where's your mother?
Right over there.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Ferrari.
Yes?
Would you come with us?
Well, what is it, Dr. Mike? What's the matter?
I'll tell you. Come on.
All right.
In here.
What's the matter? Nicky's a bad boy, Dr. Mike? No, honest, Ma. I ain't done nothing.
No, he's been all right. Here, let me feel your forehead, Nicky.
Hey, what is this?
Pretty hot, Nicky.
Well, he's excited.
No, it's not just that he's excited. Don't you see how red and spotted his face is?
What do you mean?
We're taking Nicky home. He's got the measles.
I can't imagine where Dr. Mike could have gone to.
Oh, that fella always busy, never has any fun for himself.
And you want him to, eh?
You bet. He ought to do all right for himself in that clinic of yours.
If he accepts.
He'll take it.
I hope so.
He wouldn't, only you're going to treat poor people half the time. And that's what he likes.
I know. He's a great doctor, your son is.
He's a great son. But he don't take care of himself.
Here he is now.
Hello, Doctor. Mother, I'm sorry I ran off that way, but...
Well, you missed the spaghetti.
Well, I'm in time for the ice cream.
What happened, Doctor?
Oh, the boy had some measles, and I brought him home and put him in bed.
You see, that's the way it is. Wherever Mike goes, sickness comes.
So you make me sound like Typhoid Mary, Ma.
Well, that's the way it is.
Well, I'm back now, and it's all over, and no more work for today.
Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike.
Oh, here it is again.
What is it, Annie?
I don't want to get everybody excited, but you better come upstairs, Dr. Mike.
What's the matter?
It's Mary.
Mary?
Yes, her time has come.
Oh.
Can I help, Doctor?
I probably won't need you, Dr. Hawkins. Stay here and eat my ice cream for me, will you?
It was nice of you to invite me back here to the house.
You think I'd let you get away, Dr. Hawkins?
You really want Mike to come in with us on this clinic, don't you?
You bet.
But you know I should be getting away.
Well, then, I'll give you the answer for Mike. It's yes.
I'm afraid he'll have to give me the answer.
And I hope that baby gets born pretty soon. Well, you'll see. Mike will say yes.
Because we're going to treat poor people.
Yes. And because today was a lesson to him.
How do you mean?
Well, now, look, this was the first day off he ever had. This morning he said to me how nice it was he could go to the wedding and take it easy and have a good time, dance, laugh, kiss the bride. Well, did he have a good time?
No.
No. Did he have a day off even?
Not so that you could notice.
Well, there you are, and that's the way it is in this neighborhood. That's the way it always will be. And he knows it now. He'll go into the clinic with you.
Hello, Ma. Dr. Hawkins.
Well, Doctor?
A 7.5-pound boy.
Fine.
Well, did today teach you a lesson?
Yes, it did.
You see, Dr. Hawkins?
You were right. Dr. Mike, I'm going to have to go very soon. I take it you have your answer ready now.
That's right. The answer is no.
Mike!
Ma, listen. You want me to be happy?
Yes.
Well, this is my way of being happy, staying here, working among these people. Today taught me a lesson, all right. I was nearly ready to accept Dr. Hawkins' offer. But in the clinic, no matter how many poor people you treat, you don't get to know them. I guess what I want is personal contact with people I understand. To bring them into the world and go to their weddings and their funerals and to share everything with them. Today there was a wedding party downstairs and a woman in labor upstairs. And it all seemed to have something to do with life as these people lived it. And I was part of it. And I want to stay part of it.
You're a good son, Mike. You're a good doctor.
You do what you want.
I'd say I'm sorry. Only in a way, I'm glad, Doctor.
Thanks. I'll send the tough cases to your clinic.
Do that. And good luck.
I've got good luck already. Where else could I have such a swell time as I had at that party today?
Thank you, John Garfield. That was a wonderful performance.
That Dr. Mike, he was a wonderful guy, Dick. You know, you don't have to be an actor to feel what he felt, or a doctor either, for that matter. He had a real love of people, and that was his strength.
Well, that's what makes any man great, John. Any man or any country.
Yeah, you know, that reminds me of something I read the other day in the Reader's Digest. It was written by an Englishman, Henry M. Baker, assistant manager of the Pacific branch of the American Red Cross, on why he came to America.
I know the one you mean, John. Will you read it for us?
Sure, I'd be glad to. I was filled with a hunger for knowledge and a yearning for freedom when I came to this country 30 years ago. Day and night I had dreamed of breaking through the iron bars of poverty and class distinction. Poverty kept me from college in England, but my room was full of catalogs of American universities. Here was a country in which education was not just one of those for means. I came here also for freedom. Freedom to climb from poverty. Freedom from class and caste. Freedom from ever-present tradition. Freedom to think and grow and really live. Did I find what I came for? Yes. 1,000 times over. Education was mine for the price of a personal toil. Unbelievable it seemed at first that I could pay for classics and sciences by mowing lawns and cleaning furnaces. And to find that I was not inferior to the men whose lawns I was mowing was an education indeed. I found freedom. It gave one the urge to accomplish. It stimulated to individual enterprise. It developed a deep and abiding affection for the American way of life and a profound respect for American institutions.
Thank you again, John Garfield.
Mr. Bluebird, that lovable little fellow from the latest Walt Disney movie, Song of the South, is now on the new Hallmark Mr. Bluebird card. Yes, Mr. Bluebird is the talk of the town, and he's flying into the hearts of everyone on the wings of that gay new hit tune, Zippity-Doo-Dah. So if you want to send an extra bit of happiness, send the new Hallmark Mr. Bluebird card. Send them for birthdays, anniversaries, to cheer a sick friend, or just to say hello. Be sure to ask your Hallmark dealer for Mr. Bluebird card, and you can be doubly sure of sending the happiest kind of greetings.
You're cordially invited to be with us again next week at the same time for another fine dramatic program brought to you by the makers of Hallmark greeting cards. If you enjoyed tonight's show, won't you please tell your friends about it and ask them also to tune in for next week's program sponsored by Hallmark greeting cards. At that time, you will hear the true and deeply human story of a woman's faith and devotion. Our star will be that popular and charming actress of stage and radio, Shirley Booth.
Garfield was supported by Evelyn Barton in the role of the mother. Dr. Mike was dramatized by Robert Senadella from the Reader's Digest, America's favorite magazine. The Hallmark program was directed by Mark Slobe, with music especially composed by Jack Miller. To be doubly sure of the finest quality, always look on the back of your cards for those three identifying words, a Hallmark card. This is Harry Marvel speaking for the makers of Hallmark greeting cards and for your friendly Hallmark dealer. You'll find a wide selection of Hallmark cards at America's finest shops and stores. Remember, a Hallmark card will best express your perfect taste, your thoughtfulness. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And that was checking in with the Reader's Digest. Coming up next, we have one of my favorites from 1950, Dr. Kildare. Stay tuned to the Hojo Radio Network.
The story of Dr. Kildare.
Whatsoever house I enter, there will I go for the benefit of the sick. Whatsoever things I see or hear concerning the life of men, I will keep silence thereon, counting such things to be held as sacred trusts. I will exercise my art solely for the pure.
The story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres and Lionel Barrymore. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer brought you those famous motion pictures. Now this exciting, heartwarming series is heard on radio. In just a moment, the story of Dr. Kildare. But first, your announcer. Now, the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres as Dr. Kildare and Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie.
Blair General Hospital, one of the great citadels of American medicine. A clump of gray-white buildings planted deep in the heart of New York, nerve center of medical progress, where great minds and skilled hands wage man's everlasting battle against death and disease. Blair General Hospital, where life begins, where life ends, where life goes on. Dr. Gillespie, I looked for symptoms of childhood predisposition right in the beginning of the case, and there weren't any, so forget it. No sign of it.
But, Jimmy, are you sure you got a complete history of the patient?
Of course I did. Look, it's a simple case of nutritional anemia. There's no question about the diagnosis, so why all the third degree?
Oh, just checking, Jimmy, that's all.
Been doing quite a lot of that lately. Am I, starting to slip, Doctor?
No, Jimmy, of course not.
But I'm not doing so well at diagnosing my own cases, maybe.
Oh, nonsense. Of course you're doing well.
Oh, perhaps I'm careless, not conscientious enough.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Well, then let's get to the real reason, shall we? It's that overdeveloped curiosity of yours.
Me? Curiosity?
You just can't bear to have anything happen around here that you're not in on.
Kildare, I have never been so falsely accused in my entire professional career. I've always confined myself strictly to my own specific duties.
Which apparently include the whole hospital and half of New York City.
Just name one time. Go on. One lone, single, solitary time that I've ever butted into somebody else's business.
Why, I could think... Oh, hello, Parker.
Well, I'm back, Dr. Gillespie, Dr. Kildare. And I'll say one thing, I've never seen such a storm in my life. Why, I was nearly blown off my feet just getting out of the taxi.
Parker, never mind the weather report. What's new over at the East Side Clinic?
Look, at least let me get my hat off before you start the third degree. I've never seen anyone with as much curiosity as you've got. Why, Dr. Kildare, did I say something funny?
No, but Dr. Gillespie just
Parker,
did.
don't pay any attention to him. He has an abnormal sense of humor.
Oh, really? Well, I've never noticed any particular...
I'll get it. Kildare speaking.
Jimmy, this is Bill Frazier at the Coast Guard radio base.
Oh, Bill. Well, I haven't heard from you in months. How's everything?
Fine. We'll probably get a chance to talk about it later. Look, Jimmy, we've got an emergency here that sounds like it's up your alley.
What sort of an emergency?
It's a young seaman, apparently in pretty bad shape. Needs medical attention.
I see. And he's over there at the base.
No, he's on a freighter, 280 miles out at sea. The ship's fighting heavy seas and may not make port for 48 to 60 hours. They left the ship's doctor in Le Havre. Thought maybe that you might be able to talk to the captain and tell him what to do.
All right, Bill. I'll be over there in about 20 minutes.
Where are we going, Jimmy?
We? Well, I don't see any need for you going out in this weather just to...
No, don't be an idiot. Parker, get my hat and coat.
CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. Come in, Palermo.
A little slow at answering, aren't they, Bill?
Yeah, I guess they're having some kind of...
MS Palermo standing by.
Here we go.
Go ahead, CGRB4.
MS Palermo, regarding your request for medical assistance, we have Dr. Kildare here now in the transmitter room. Will you get the skipper?
Roger. Stand by.
I don't know what good we can do from here, but...
Captain Douglas, MS Palermo en route to New York. WKO-AM, speaking 70. Over.
Dr. Kildare, Captain. What's the trouble? Over.
Here's the picture, Doctor. This seaman is suffering from severe stomach cramps. His entire abdomen is swollen and very tender toward the right-hand side. He's running a fever and feels sick to his stomach. Over.
It's appendicitis, Jimmy. There's not a doubt of it.
Thank you, Doctor. Captain Douglas, it sounds very much like acute appendicitis. Over.
Yes, that's what we thought. Since we don't have a doctor on board, what's your advice? Over.
How long has he been this way?
About 12 hours.
And how long before you'll reach port?
2 days at least. It's rough going out here. Over.
All right, Captain Douglas. Just a moment.
Stand by, Palermo.
Roger.
Dr. Gillespie, I doubt if there's even a slight chance he can hold out 48 hours without that appendix rupturing, even in an ice pack.
No. He should be operated on right now, which, of course, is impossible.
Bill, isn't there any other ship near the Palermo? I mean, the one that does have a doctor aboard?
No, Jim, and it wouldn't do any good anyway. The wind's dropping out there now, but it's kicked up one of the worst ground swells in years. No, it's out of the question to transfer a man from one ship to another.
Makes you feel so completely helpless. You need a pair of hands that could save that man's life, if they could only reach him. They can't.
No, unless you could find some way to send them by radio. And as far as I know...
Wait a second. That may be it.
What may be what?
Radio?
Ah, Jimmy, you're out of your mind.
It's been done before. I wonder if there's anyone on board with some medical background, any experience at all.
Yeah, I think your best bet's the radio operator. He was telling me earlier about being in the Navy medics during the war, but he's no doctor.
Kildare, you can't perform an operation by radio.
Without an operation, that man's going to die. Bill, let me talk to Captain Douglas again.
Right. CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. CGRB-4 calling MS...
Oh, come on in, Parker. Did you bring the book?
Yes, here it is, Dr. Kildare. I hope I got here in time.
Yes, plenty of time. Now, let's see. Grable's Elements of Surgery, Illustrated Edition, 1939.
That's the book, isn't it?
It's the same one they have on board, and this will give us something to work from. Bill, will you contact the Palermo, and we'll see how they're coming along with their preparations.
Right, Jimmy.
The book here now, I can start briefing that operator. What's his name, by the way?
Steve Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo.
What's going on, Dr. Gillespie?
Parker, you are looking at a one-time brilliant young doctor who, under the pressure of circumstance, has gone slightly mad.
You don't mean that you finally...
No, I don't mean that I anything.
Parker, I think he's referring to me.
CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. Come in, Palermo.
What's wrong, Bill?
Well, we've lost contact for the moment. Reception's been pretty bad most of the day. CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo.
Jimmy, have you thought what would happen if we lost contact in the middle of an operation?
You know what would happen as well as I do. Only we won't. We can't.
All right, Dr. Kildare. Page 291, illustration number 3. I've got it now. Go ahead.
Now, Steve, notice the spot on the abdomen that's labeled McBurney's Point there in the illustration. Now, that's where your incision will start. Do you see it?
McBurney's Point. Okay, Doctor.
All right. Now, the first layer of muscle runs obliquely across the abdomen. It's marked transversus abdominis.
Transversus abdominis. Right.
Make your incision about 3 inches long and parallel to the direction of the muscles. Fasten it open with retractor clamps before you go on.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Now, the next muscle layer is called rectus abdominis. It runs vertically, so you'll make a vertical incision through it.
A vertical incision. Yes, sir.
The idea is to avoid cutting across the muscle fibers whenever possible. Now, when you've opened the second layer, put clamps on it, too.
Yes, Dr. Kildare.
Yes, Steve.
Dr. Kildare, Stand by a minute, will you?
All right.
Nelson, what's the trouble?
Captain, I can't do it.
You're the only man aboard who could possibly do it.
I'm sorry, sir. If he were hurt or something, I could give him first aid. But to cut a man open calmly and deliberately, Captain, I can't do it, and that's all.
I can't order you to do it, Nelson. I know how you feel. I couldn't do it either. Make radio contact, and we'll advise the Coast Guard in New York.
Well, that's that, Jimmy. Now what?
You know, the only answer is to be there and board that freighter. There's no other way.
Well, Jim, the Coast Guard's equipped with some pretty modern stuff, but we still don't have any guided missiles for rapid passenger service.
No, but you do have a helicopter.
Yeah, there's one out at the Long Island base.
Kildare. And a few months ago, you used it to drop a couple of firefighters on board a burning tanker off the Virginia coast. I remember reading about it.
Now wait, Jimmy. That was in broad daylight on a calm sea, and those boys had been trained for it.
Well, it doesn't sound very complicated to me to step off a rope ladder onto the deck of a ship.
In the middle of the night, and with that ship pitching and rolling 30 degrees, it's a lot more complicated than you think.
No, Jimmy. It's too risky even to think of.
Now, look, Dr. Gillespie, don't make a production out of it. It's got to be done. So let's do it. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, Jim, I'll let the Palermo know and then call the base. I think Lieutenant Dane will be the best pilot for it. CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. Come in, Palermo.
MS Palermo standing by. Go ahead, New York.
Captain Douglas, please.
Captain's right here.
Douglas speaking. Go ahead.
We're going to try landing a doctor on board by helicopter. What's your present position? Over.
Latitude 39, 31, 14 north. Longitude 68, 42, 25 west. Our course is 206.3 degrees, proceeding at 5 knots. Over.
Roger. Weather conditions.
Storm's clearing. The wind is down to force 5 and dropping. The swell's still bad.
Visibility?
Around 2,000 yards. After dark, though, you could probably see our searchlights for 5 or 6 miles. Over.
All right, Captain Douglas. We'll line up this end first. Stand by, Palermo.
Roger.
Let's see now. If everything goes smoothly, I ought to be on board by 10 o'clock tonight, huh?
Yeah. Then it'll take us about a half hour. Kildare.
What is it, Doctor?
At my age, I can't go hopping out of helicopters onto moving ships.
Yes, I know. Dr. Gillespie, I guess I'll just have to manage this one alone.
By the great horns.
But don't worry, though. I'll tell you all about it. Tell you everything I've done. After I've done it.
We will return to the story of Dr. Kildare in just a moment. Now we continue with the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres as Dr. Kildare and Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie.
Well, Kildare, there she is.
Oh? Where, Lieutenant?
Straight ahead, go to starboard.
Oh, yeah. It's a good thing they've got that searchlight. Otherwise, it'd be tough finding the Queen Mary out here tonight.
The wind has died off somewhere. I'll drop down to 100 feet.
They're swinging the light this way, Lieutenant. They must have seen us.
Yeah. Boy, look at the size of those swells. This ain't gonna be easy, Doc.
Well, you can't always find a turkey in your soup.
Yeah. I'll be sitting up here in the cockpit, nice and cozy. You're the one that's gonna be dangling the end of that 50-foot rope ladder.
You're so right.
I guess I better crack the mic, let Frazier know we're over the ship. CG Airborne 21 to CGRB-4. CG Airborne 21 to CGRB-4.
CGRB-4 standing by. Go ahead, A-21.
Bill, I'm hovering over the Palermo now, 100 feet up. Got the searchlight on us. The midship deck's all lit up. And some of the crew are out on it. I guess we're ready to have a go at it. Thought you'd like to know.
Good. How's Kildare feel?
Ask him.
Bill, suppose I tell you how I feel in about 10 minutes. Right now, I'm numb.
Yeah, I'd be too. Good luck.
Thanks.
Jimmy, can you hear me?
Well, Dr. Gillespie, now why don't you go back to the hospital and get some sleep?
Sleep? Now, look, Jimmy. Be sure you've got plenty of ether before you start the operation. And somebody there who knows how to use it.
Elementary, my dear doctor.
And another thing, Jimmy. Be sure to check for any symptom of secondary...
Sorry if that's against regulations, but this is just no time for backseat driving.
Yeah, I know, Doc. I feel the same way every time the CO tries to tell me how to fly. Well, I'm holding steady at around 60 or 70 feet over the deck. I guess the time's come. You get out through that trapdoor right behind the seat there.
All right.
I'll put you as close to the deck as I can. Maybe right on it. Can't lay to on account of the swell. Hang on to the ladder until the boys on deck say to let go. They can tell more about the roll of the ship than you can. Got it?
Right.
Okay, Kildare. Good luck.
Thanks, Larry. So long.
Doctor, don't jump until we tell you to.
Right.
Wait for the roll. Steady now. All right, jump. 1 minute, slide first side. Stop it, Joe. He's gonna roll. Grab that heading, Doctor.
Got it.
You all right, Dr. Kildare?
Sure. I'm okay, Captain.
Close shave. Another foot and you'd been over the side. You wouldn't have had the devil's own chance of finding you.
Captain, let's not worry about what might have happened. Where's the patient?
CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. CGRB-4 calling MS Palermo. Come in, Palermo. It looks like we're out of luck, Dr. Gillespie. I guess you're not going to answer.
Confound the got to answer. How do I know what Kildare's doing out there if they won't answer?
That could be Dr. Kildare's
Oh,
idea,
Parker,
you know.
shut up.
Well,
I don't see why you don't take Jimmy's advice and get some sleep. Lieutenant Dane said he landed okay, so from now on it's up to him.
Mr. Frazier, you don't know Dr. Gillespie. He simply has to have his nose and everything.
Parker, for the last time.
IMS Palermo standing by for CGRB-4. Go ahead, CG.
There they are.
Palermo, we'd like to speak with Dr. Kildare if we could.
Sorry, Dr. Kildare is still not available.
Not available? Well, why isn't he available?
I don't know, sir.
Confound it. You tell him that Dr. Gillespie wants to talk to him immediately.
I've given him all 8 of your messages, sir. He said he'd answer them tomorrow.
Tomorrow? By the great horn spoon.
Would you care to send another message?
Yes. Tell him to go to blazes.
To Blazes? Is that B as in Boston? L as in...
Yes, L as in lunkhead. And you go to blazes, too.
Yes, sir.
Palermo, that's all. Stand by.
Roger.
Dr. Gillespie, I still think you ought to go to bed and forget about it until morning.
I'll do no such thing. I'll report this to the FCC, the RFC, the Maritime Commission. I'll report it to Congress. Young nincompoop.
Well, I take it that you don't have a very high opinion of Kildare's ability, is that it?
Ridiculous. He's the best doctor in the country. Next to me, of course.
Then why don't you relax?
I told you, Mr. Frazier, Dr. Gillespie's just a born snoop, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Parker, so help me. When the helicopter gets back, I'm going to have him go out again and drop you.
Oh, I'd love to help, Doctor.
100 miles from the nearest ship.
That just about does it. How's his pulse, Captain Douglas?
Still steady, Dr. Kildare.
Good. Well, you can relax and clean up now, Steve. We're through.
All right, sir.
There we are.
Nice job of hem stitching, Doctor. You'd have made a good sailmaker in the old days.
Not on a ship that rolls as much as this one.
That's the worst ground swell I've ever been in. At least in this part of the Atlantic. How about the boy here? Will he pull through?
Yes, Captain. We got it in time. Barely in time, as a matter of fact. I'll stay with him until he comes out from under the anesthetic.
What about all these messages from this Dr. Gillespie? Do you want me to contact the shore station now?
Oh, I don't think there's any need to. I don't know, though. I don't get an opportunity like this once in months. Sure. Let's go in the radio room and give him a call.
All right, sir.
Oh, Captain, if you don't mind watching him a few minutes, I'll be right back.
Take your time, Doctor. I left the transmitter on, so it's already warmed up.
Good.
MS Palermo calling CGRB4, New York. MS Palermo calling CGRB4. Come in, RB4. Dr. Kildare, I'm sorry I had to back out of doing that operation. I just couldn't.
Forget it, Steve.
And then when you trusted me to take care...
CGRB4, New York, standing by. Go ahead, Palermo.
Dr. Kildare is calling Dr. Gillespie. Is he there?
Am I here? Kildare, you listen to me.
Why, Dr. Gillespie, I thought you'd be in bed hours ago.
Never mind. Just tell me what happened.
Happened? Oh, well, for one thing, I bruised my elbow when I landed on the deck. I'll let you take a look at it when I get back.
I don't want to look at your confounded elbow. What about the operation?
Oh, that. Well, it was quite a complicated case. Very interesting, in fact.
Yeah, well, go on.
Oh, much too complicated to go into tonight.
Kildare?
I'll tell you all about it when we reach port. Day after tomorrow. Good night, Doctor. Okay, that's all, Steve.
MS Palermo signing off. Good night.
Kildare?
I'll bet he's pulling his hair out.
Confound it, Parker. Not only does he waste 2 days lolling around a ship, but now he has to be the last one down the gangplank.
Oh, just relax, Dr. Gillespie.
Relax. They brought the patient down here to the ambulance 5 minutes ago. So what's keeping Kildare?
He knows what he's doing, and he'll be here in his own sweet time.
I don't care if he never gets here. Parker, I'm through with him. Finally, absolutely, and for the last time, I'm through with him.
Through with whom, Dr. Gillespie?
Kildare, where did you come from?
The other gangplank. You're looking very well, Doctor.
Oh, thank you very much. And so are you.
Thank you.
A pleasant voyage, I trust.
Oh, yes, very pleasant. Well, back to work.
Yeah, what a pity.
Oh, I guess there isn't room for all of us to ride over in the ambulance, so why don't you go ahead, Dr. Gillespie? Parker and I'll get a taxi.
No, you don't.
Well, what's wrong with that, Dr. Gillespie?
Parker, you get in that ambulance and shut up. Don't say another word. You hear me?
Well.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on. We'll take the taxi.
Anything you say, Doctor.
All right, Jimmy. I had it coming, and I've learned my lesson.
Oh, now stop kidding me. You'll be butting in on my cases again within 24 hours, and you know it.
Well, well, anyway, this one turned out all right. Jimmy, we did it again.
We did it again?
Why, yes. You? Well, all right, confound it. You did it again.
You know something, Dr. Gillespie. I went out there alone. That's true enough. But I took something along with me.
Huh?
Yes. I took thousands of hours of experience from working with you, watching you, and learning from you. So you were right the first time. We did do it. Taxi.
In just a moment, we will return to the story of Dr. Kildare. Now, once again, the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres as Dr. Kildare and Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie.
Oh, Jimmy, come on in.
Oh, morning, Dr. Gillespie. Say, I was wondering if I could borrow Parker for about an hour.
Oh, sure, why not?
Is that all right with you, Parker?
Oh, of course, Dr. Kildare.
Special assignment of some kind, Jimmy?
Oh, no, just routine. Couple of new patients in for diagnosis.
Huh.
Parker, we may as well go now if you're free.
New patients, huh? What seems to be wrong with them?
Oh, I think it's just a checkup, nothing unusual.
You know, Jimmy, it might be a good idea if I went along with you.
Oh, well, thanks, Dr. Gillespie, but...
I might possibly notice something you wouldn't.
I see. Parker, isn't that a roll of 2-inch adhesive tape there on the table?
Why, yes, it is.
Tear off about 18 inches, will you?
All right, Dr. Kildare.
Dr. Gillespie, I think the time has come for a drastic lesson.
Drastic lesson? What do you mean, Jimmy?
You are, Dr. Kildare.
Thanks, Parker. Now, just lean back in your chair, Doctor. I want to show you something.
Show me something?
That's right. Now, close your mouth a second. There.
Why, Dr. Kildare, you've covered his mouth all over and taped his head to the back of the chair.
Don't worry, it'll do him good. Now, you sit there, Dr. Gillespie, and repeat 100 times mentally, quote, I will not poke my nose into other people's cases, unquote. We'll be back in about an hour. Come on, Parker.
You have just heard the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres and Lionel Barrymore. This program was written by Les Crutchfield and directed by William P. Russo. Original music was composed and conducted by Walter Schumann. Supporting cast included Virginia Gregg, Raymond Burr, Herb Ellis, Jack Crucian, and Jack Webb. Dick Joy speaking.
And that was Dr. Kildare, one of my favorites. Now we move on over to 79 Wistful Vista with Fibber McGee and Molly. This time, Fibber models a dress for Molly. Interesting. Keep it tuned right here to the Hojo Radio Network.
The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coats present Marion and Jim Jordan as Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, the King's Men, and Billy Mills Orchestra. The show opens with Do It Again. When a man travels, he wants to know exactly where he is. When a woman travels, she wants to know exactly what to wear. And here at 79 Wistful Vista, one studying a road map and the other cutting out a dress for a vacation wardrobe, each intent on his own business, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
See now, we proceed along Highway 99 for 122 miles. Then turn left at a red schoolhouse for a distance of
5 inches down to the hips.
Then detour 20 miles because the regular road has
6 buttonholes. Now, let me see. They start at the neckline and...
Stop at the Patty Cake Hotel in Niagara, where the manager will greet you...
with a belt in the back.
Huh?
Ah, dear.
McGee, I'm afraid this dress pattern is a little too complicated for me. I'd have to call the dressmaker after all. Hand me the phone.
Okay, Ma. Here.
Thank you. Hello, operator. Give me Miss Amelia Featherstitch at Wistful Vista, 687... What? Oh, is that you, Mert?
Heavenly day.
How's every little thing, Mert? It is, What's that? Oh, not really. Oh, that's terrible, Mert.
Well, what is it, Molly?
Quiet, McGee,
Huh?
quiet. Tell me that again, Myrtle. Yes?
Oh,
Yes? Oh, dear, how perfectly awful.
oh, come on, Molly. I always tell you.
What say, Myrtle? Yes, it simply ruins everything for me, Dad Rabbit. All my plans and work and all.
Hey, Molly, for the love of Mike, what happened?
Well, Mert says skirts are going to be 2 inches longer this year.
Shucks, it ain't as good as the stuff I do with Mert.
What, Myrtle? Oh, the dressmaker doesn't answer. Well, thank you anyway. Goodbye. Well, McGee, you're going to help me with this dress.
Okay, thread me a needle, and I'll show you how my famous speedboat stitch goes.
Speedboat stitch?
Yeah, 40 knots an hour. Don't you get it, Molly? Knots? You said...
Ain't funny, McGee.
Helped a little bit. It's getting near the end of the season, and every laugh counts.
Besides, I don't want you to help me sew. I want you to slip this dress on so I can see how I'm doing.
Okay, just...
How am I doing, by the way?
Hey, what did you say? Me put that dress on?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, sir, not me. Why? What if somebody should come in? And I've been on this show too long to think they won't.
Now, listen, don't be silly. Take your vest off and slip this dress on.
Oh, Molly, I don't want to slip into no dress. Gee willikers.
McGee, you owe me that much.
Why do I?
Well, now, who was it that ruined my dress form by shooting it full of arrows? Tell me that.
That was me in Gildersleeve. The chucks, it was the only thing we could find to shoot at.
2 grown men shooting bows and arrows. For shame.
Well, Gildersleeve had to do something with that bow and arrow. He bought it for his father for Father's Day, and his father couldn't use it.
Why not?
The instruction says to hold the bow in the left hand, the arrow in the right hand, and draw the feathered end back as far as the teeth. And he just couldn't do it.
No strength?
No teeth.
Now, see here, dearie, that's enough nonsense. Here, slip this on.
Oh, no, I don't want to... Okay. But lock the door first and pull down the shade.
I will not. Anybody think this was the first time you ever had a dress on?
When did I ever?
You remember that masquerade party you went to as Mary Pickford?
Shucks, that was different. I was coy that night. I was just wearing...
Take off your vest.
Oh, now, Molly.
That's better. Now hold your arms up.
Okay.
That's a nice boy.
Fine job for a man.
McGee, stand still a minute.
Oh, well.
There. Oh, my, it looks lovely on you, dearie.
Shucks. Oh, my gosh, where can I hide? Where can I hide me, Molly?
Oh,
Quick.
hush. Come in.
Mr. Bob Hope program?
No, this is the Fibber, McGee, and Molly program.
Oh, I saw you 2 girls through the window and thought it was Brenda and Cabina. I'm sorry.
Cabina. That's enough. I've had enough. Hey, Billy Mills.
Yeah?
What are you going to play while I take this dress off?
Outside of that, I love you.
Oh!
One thing that's welcome any time is a new product or a new idea that will save work. That's just as true in a home as it is in an industry. Look how successful Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat is. Because it saved housewives millions of hours of work in taking care of their floors. And just as much of a work saver for you men is Johnson's sensational new auto polish, Car New. Carnu does two jobs at once. Both cleans and wax polishes your car in one easy operation. Formerly, to do these jobs cost real money or several hours of hard work. Now, with Johnson's Carnu, many car owners tell us they do both jobs in an hour. Imagine cleaning and wax polishing your car in 1 hour. Oh, if your car is very dirty, it may take you a little more, but you'll still say Carnu is a miracle worker. As a matter of fact, thousands of the country's leading service stations are now using Carnu for polishing customers' cars. There's only one way to find out how easy Carnu is to use. What a beautiful showroom shine it gives your car. Try it yourself. Get a can tomorrow from your regular wax dealer, auto supply store, or service station. Remember, your car looks like new when you use Carnu.
To Cleveland, then over to Buffalo.
All right, McGee. Put the map down.
Huh?
I want you to try the dress on again.
What? No, sir.
Oh, come on.
I ain't gonna, not again. Gee whiz, Molly, you want me to grow up to be a sissy?
Well, it'd be nice if you just grew up. Don't be so...
Oh, don't...
Come in.
Hi, mister.
Oh, hello there, little girl.
What you doing?
Well, I was just about to put on my dress. Nothing. Why?
Well, Georgie DeTopoulos and Willie Toops and I are getting up a game of run, keep run, and we need a fourth. You want to play, huh?
No, I don't think so. What made you think of me?
Oh, I don't know, mister. We just tried to think of somebody we knew who looked kind of sheepish, I guess.
Well, gee, thanks, sis. You mean I'm sort of gentle and kind and useful?
No. You're kind of dumb and frisky and always need a haircut.
Okay, I get it. Now, suppose you go play your mutton, who's got the mutton someplace else.
I says go someplace. Now, look, sis, let's not quarrel.
After all, we're going on a vacation next week, and I don't want to have any hard feelings.
Okay, mister.
Okay.
Okay. Let's bury the machine gun, huh?
You mean bury the hatchet?
Oh, I know, but hatchet always sounds so corny somehow.
Oh, no, it don't.
Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, no, it don't.
Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, no, it
Oh, say, mister.
Huh?
I got a phonograph in my bedroom. And you know what?
No, what?
My mama bought a recording of one of your broadcasts, and she plays it for me sometimes, I bet you.
Oh, she does, eh? When you've been a good girl?
No, when I've been bad.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Boy, does that keep me in line. I just can't take it. Go on,
All the fresh kids like her were placed end to end, what I couldn't do with a hairbrush.
Come on, McGee. Slip the dress on again.
Oh, Molly, I don't want to put that. Think of my dignity. Think of my pride.
Think of the $3 I'm saving on a dressmaker.
Huh? Oh, well, there's that, too, I guess. Okay, I'll do it. Slip the garment to me, varmint.
Take that cigar out of your mouth first.
Okay.
Hold your arms way up now.
Okay.
Up higher. Stop wiggling.
I thought you had to wiggle putting on a dress. You always do.
Never mind what I always do. There, now don't sit down for a few minutes. I don't want it all split out from the hips.
Why, Mrs. McGee, are you insinuating that I'm broader across the pistol pockets than you are?
Well, I not only think that, but...
Oh, shucks, here comes somebody again. I'll run upstairs.
Oh, stop fussing. Just turn around and face the wall. Come in.
Hello there, daughter. Hello, Johnny. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Where's Johnny, daughter?
Why, he,
Oh, never mind, Molly. I'll come out. As long as it's just him. Well, here I am, old-timer. You want to make something out of it?
Nope. But you do kind of look like a one-man revolt against Father's Day, Johnny.
Well, don't get the idea that he's enjoying wearing that dress, Mr. Oldtimer.
No, I ain't exactly what you might call slip-happy.
That's pretty good, Johnny. That ain't the way I heard it. The way I heard it, one feller says to t'other feller, hey, says, this here's the next to last Fibber McGee and Molly broadcast till after vacation, ain't it? Yep, says t'other feller. They only have one more week's show. You see, kids, the point of the joke was in the phrase week's show. Sort of a pun, you know. The casual listener would think it meant W-E-A-K, you see.
Oh,
That's
stop
a gag,
explaining
huh?
those jokes. That better we catch on to them.
All right, Johnny. Just didn't want you to muff it, that's all. Well, so long, daughter. Keep your girdle down, Johnny.
Now, keep your temper down, McGee. He was just kidding.
Well.
He's really a very nice old man.
Yeah, he'd be a very clean-cut sort of a guy if I had a razor handy.
Stop waving your arms around in my new dress
Well,
and
get
stand still whilst I do a little basting.
Basting? Oh, no, you don't. You ain't going to pour no gravy over me.
Why, basting is temporary stitches.
Huh?
Now, let me see.
Hello there, Molly. Hello, Oh, hello.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox. Turn around, McGee. It's Mr. Wilcox.
Hi, Harlow.
Well, hello, Fibber. I didn't recognize...
Oh, come on, say it.
Well, I just wanted to tell you, if you're taking that motor tour this summer... Excuse me. You mustn't forget to take along some Johnson's Carnew.
Well, thank you for reminding us, Mr. Wilcox. We'll do that.
I hope so, because, as you know, Carnew will protect the finish from all road dust and rain and scratches. And Fibber can make the whole car shine like new with just a few minutes' work before you leave your hotel in the morning. Of course, all you have to do is apply it, let it dry, and wipe it off.
Oh, get a hold of yourself.
And there's your car gleaming like a Well, as I always say, Johnson's Carnew is as sensational for cars as Johnson's Glow Coat is for motors and linoleum. Oh, boy, Fibber, do you look funny?
That absolutely does it. Take this dress off of me, Molly. Take it off.
Oh, now take it easy, dearie. It won't be long now. And besides, there isn't much likelihood of anybody else coming in to embarrass you because
Take
they've
it
all...
off.
Anybody at home in there?
Oh, it's Mrs. Uppington, Molly. Shucks, if she sees me in this
Take
dress...
it easy, McGee. She wouldn't talk.
Oh, no. She's about as close-mouthed as a steam shovel. Yeah. And she digs up more dirt, too.
Dear, oh, dear. Now, calm yourself, dearie. Be nice to her because I want her advice on this dress.
Huh?
I won't take it, but I want to hear it. Come in.
Oh, how do you do, my dear? And Mr. McGee. Oh, it is Mr. McGee, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, the dear boy is helping me with my new dress.
Oh, a model husband. Or is he just being a silly girl?
How do you like the dress, Mrs. Uppington?
Oh, May, it's so charming, so flattering, so chic.
So what?
And those puff sleeves are lovely, my dear. Oh, but here, let me set them in a little closer. Have you some pins?
Yes, here.
Oh, thank you. You see, the real leg of mutton shoulder...
What do you know about it, Uppy? You do so much more hawing than you do hemming. Ow! Now, look out where you're sticking them pins.
Oh, excuse me. There, now, you see, Mr. McGee?
Yes, that does look better, doesn't it? Turn around, dearie, slowly.
Now, look here, you two. I positively refuse to stand here much longer. Are you just trying to make me look foolish?
Why, Mr. McGee, how can you say such a thing?
Well...
Make you look foolish? Really, what a superfluous gesture. Now, Mrs. McGee, I think the sides here are small gore right here.
Careful, Uppy. You've gored me enough. Ow! Hey, now cut that out, Uppy. You jagged me again.
Oh, really? So sorry.
I think I see what you mean, Mrs. Uppington. Now, how about the skirt?
Oh, he'll be all right for a minute or two, won't you, Mr. McGee?
Yeah. Hey, what do you mean? You calling me a skirt? Skirt? Ow! Now, look here, Uppy. I don't mind your making a stab at helping Molly, but stab the dress, not me. You think I'm full of sawdust?
Yes, you little doll, you. Now, keep quiet for just another minute.
Well.
How's the length of the skirt, Abigail?
Well, personally, my dear, I'd like to see it a bit shorter, like this. Oh, another pin, please. I should say about up to here.
Oh! Uppy, one more jab like that, and
Of course, it's difficult to estimate the length of the skirt, Mrs. McGee. Those trouser legs of Mr. McGee's are a bit distracting, you know.
Trousers have always been kind of distracting to you, ain't they, Uppy?
Now, McGee. Is that any way to talk to a lady now?
Never mind, Mrs. McGee. Good day, my dear. And, Mr. McGee.
Yeah?
I would suggest that you take that dress off before you stretch it too much.
What you mean?
They're not wearing buckles this season. Good day.
Take this thing off, Molly. I'm going down to the pool room where men are men and a guy can strike a match on his pants. You get a dressmaker someplace.
But my dressmaker doesn't answer the phone.
Well, get another one. Ask somebody. Look in the classified. Look in the want ad.
That's a good idea. Run out on the porch and get the paper, will you, dearie?
In this Deanna Durbin outfit?
Oh, sure.
No, sir. You go out and get the paper.
Don't be silly. Here, put on my hat with the veil and nobody will know it. I've got to go upstairs and find another thimble to finish this skirt.
Dad, rat, Dad. Now, where'd that kid throw that paper? He ought to carry a little shovel with him and bury the paper under a rose bush where nobody... Oh, here it is. Thank goodness nobody saw me. Oh, Dad, rat that door. Shut. Oh, it's locked. If this ain't the worst... Hey, Molly, let me in. I ain't got no key, and even if I did, I couldn't get at it. Hey, Molly. Oh, shucks. First I get wangled into putting on a dress, and then I get razzed by all my friends, and now I get locked out. Oh, Mrs. Roosevelt, if this is your day, you're welcome to it. Open the door.
The King's Men singing Ezekiel saw the wheel.
Ezekiel saw the wheel and the wheel and the wheel and the wheel and the wheel in the middle of the air.
Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Oh, Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The little wheel run by faith, and the big wheel run by the grace of God. Did the wheel and the wheel and the wheel and the wheel way in the middle of the air. Some go to church for to sing and shout way in the middle of the air. Before 6 months it all turned out way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Oh, Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The little wheel run by faith, and the big wheel run by the grace of God. There's a wheel and a wheel and a wheel and a wheel way in the middle of the air. Let me tell you what a hypocrite will do way in the middle of the air. You talk about me and you talk about you way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The little wheel run by faith and the big wheel run by the grace of God. My children, one of these days, about 12 o'clock, way up in the middle of the air. This whole wide world I'm gonna reel and rock like Daddy in his rocking chair. Ezekiel saw the wheel rocking away up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel rocking away in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Oh, Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The little wheel run by faith, and the big wheel run by the grace of God. There's a wheel and a wheel and a wheel and a wheel way in the middle of the
Molly, let me in. It's Fibber, your boyfriend. I'm locked out. Oh, Molly.
Oh, madam. Excuse me, but I don't think the McGees are at home.
Oh, really?
No, I imagine they've gone downtown shopping. Yes, they're leaving on their vacation next week.
thank goodness.
I'm sure somebody must be home.
Are you a relative of McGee's, lady? Your voice has a familiar ring.
Well, are you Mr. Gildersleeve, the breezy young man who lives next door?
Why, yes, I am. Breezy, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Did McGee say that I was breezy?
Not exactly. He used the word windy.
Incidentally, lady, I might as well tell you that if you're trying to sell the McGee something, you're out of luck.
Is that so?
Oh, yes. That little squirt McGee thinks the eagle on a quarter is the world's most beautiful creature. He's got a bird sanctuary in his pants pocket.
How amusing.
Yes, it is. Oh, but come. A pretty girl like you. And I'll bet you are pretty under that veil.
Oh, sure.
Why, you can't spend the afternoon beating on people's front doors. Let's walk down to the drugstore and get a soda, eh? Why, we might even get to be very good friends.
Oh, really, I couldn't. My husband, he's very jealous.
Yes?
The last man I flirted with was found floating down the river.
What? He was?
Yeah. And I was with him. He had a lovely little canoe.
Well, that was very good, yeah. But what was your name again? Don't tell me now. Let me guess. Gertrude?
No.
Lorraine?
No.
Beatrice?
No.
Well, it must be Daisy because you won't tell.
For goodness sakes, McGee. Oh, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Hello, Mrs. McGee. I'm just talking to your charming little visitor here. Now tell me, to paraphrase an old joke, who is this lady you see me with tonight?
That's no lady, that's me husband.
McGee? Breezy, eh?
Boy, wait till your wife hears about this, Gildersleeve. Or do you want to pay me so much a month to keep quiet?
You're a hard man, McGee. If you ever tell my wife... Oh, go on. I knew it was you all the time.
You never know such a thing.
I did, too.
Hey, Molly, you know what Gildersleeve
Now,
says
look,
about
McGee,
me?
we've no time to talk.
Huh?
I got a dressmaker on the telephone, and she says to come right over. She can't get away to come here.
Okay, wait till I run in and get out of this dress.
No. There's no time for that.
What?
There'll be a cab here in a minute. I've got that dress basted up just where I want it.
Molly, I can't parade around town in this thing.
Oh, boy, this is rich.
Huh?
Wait till I tell the boys down at the Elks. This will be something for them to get their teeth into.
Come on, McGee. Here's our taxi
Molly,
cab.
I can't go in this taxi cab.
You've got to. Here, let me take your arm so you won't trip and tear my dress.
Where to, ladies?
Oh, I forgot the street number, dearie, but it's right next door to the hospital. To the Wistful Vista Hospital, driver, and hurry.
Hospital. Just a minute, driver.
Yeah?
You better drive fast. That lady with the veil is, well, you know.
Oh, I get you, buddy. I'm a family man myself, and I know an emergency when I see it.
Yes, I thought you would.
Isn't he driving awfully fast, dearie?
I'll say he is. We just went through a stoplight.
I better tell him to slow down. Oh, driver. Driver.
Hold everything, lady. I'll get you there in time. I've got 5 myself.
Hey, Molly, this dress is still full of pins. You know what? I can't see. Ouch! Oh, Dad Rabbit. I wouldn't go through this again for anything in the world.
I know just how you feel, lady. That's what my wife says every
Fibber and Molly will be back in just a moment. When you left your kitchen a little while ago, did you happen to notice your linoleum floors? Were they something to be proud of or ashamed of? Are the colors still fresh and bright, or are they faded and gloomy? Is the floor sparkling and gleaming so you're happy to work there? Or is it the kind of floor that never seems to get clean? Those of you who already use Johnson's self-polishing glow coat know how easy it is to have beautiful kitchen floors with practically no work. Those of you who don't know glow coat, order a can tomorrow. Pour it onto your floor, spread it around, and let it dry. That's all there is to it. There's no rubbing or buffing with glow coat. In 20 minutes, it dries to a beautiful, hard, long-lasting polish that brings out the colors of your linoleum, saves you cleaning work, and makes the linoleum itself last practically forever. You really couldn't ask more than that from any polish, could you? Remember the name Johnson Self-Polishing Glow Coat. It's spelled GLO-COAT.
Hey, Molly, you want to run downtown with me?
Where are you going, dearie?
I got to go to a music store and get a piece of music and then come home and start practicing.
What music?
Oh, it's a request number. Next week being our last show for the summer, people have been writing in from all over the country saying they could hardly wait to hear my swan song. Good night.
Good night, all.
Oh, that fibber. He gets me every time. Coming up next from 1949, we've got some classic Lucille Ball with My Favorite Husband. Keep it tuned right here to WHRN, the Hojo Radio Network, the home for the classics.
It's time for My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, it's the new Gay Family series starring Lucille Ball with Richard Denning. Brought to you by the Jell-O family of desserts.
J-E-L-L. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O puddings. Yum, yum, yum. Jell-O tapioca puddings. Yes, sirree.
And now, transcribed, Lucille Ball with Richard Denning as Liz and George Cooper. Two people who live together and like it. And now, let's look in on the Coopers. It's evening, and in the living room we find a strange sight. On the floor, completely covering the rug, is a sea of papers, scissors, paste, waste baskets, and snapshots. And in the middle, like a small island, is Liz Cooper with a scrapbook on her lap.
Liz, aren't you through working on that scrapbook? I thought we were going to a movie.
We are. I'll be ready in a minute.
Well, honey, can't you do that later? You know how I hate to come in after the movie has started.
So you missed the first 3 minutes. What's the difference? It's always the same. MGM presents.
Oh, I didn't mean that part.
Well, I'll be ready in just a second, honey. I only have about 4 more things to paste in our scrapbook.
Well, hurry up.
Well, I am hurrying. Now, what did I do with that? Oh, you're standing on it, dear. Lift your foot.
What's that?
That's a picture of the car we bought last year.
Let's see. Oh, this picture must have been taken before you started driving. It's got 4 fenders.
Now, George, I couldn't help what happened. All I did was forget to turn and went straight. Would have been all right if we weren't on a dead-end street.
That was such a beautiful car. I miss it. You know, it's still stuck in that house, Liz.
It is? I'll bet they're the only people in town with a new Hudson in the kitchen.
I'll never forget the day I taught you to drive.
Yeah, you're laughing now, but you weren't laughing then.
Well, I'm more mature now. I aged 10 years that day.
Now, I thought I did real well. Remember you took me out and...
Okay, Liz. There isn't much traffic on this back road. I guess you can start driving now.
All right, here we go. I push your starter button down like this. George, your starter button's broken.
No, it isn't.
Well, then why doesn't it start?
Push it in long enough and you'll find out.
But nothing's Ow! Why did it get hot?
Because it's the cigarette lighter.
What a dirty trick. Now, don't tell me. Is this it?
Try it and see.
Okay. Well, it must be broken. That was the radio.
Yes. Now, I don't want to suggest anything radical, but what do you think that little button that says starter is for?
Oh, I guess I'm excited. Here we go. Hooray, it started.
Congratulations.
Why aren't we going?
Well, you forgot a little thing called putting it in gear.
Oh, that.
No!
Am I doing something wrong, George?
Throw out the clutch.
What's the matter with it?
Nothing.
Well, then why should I throw it out?
Step on the clutch. Push it in.
Well, why didn't you say so? My goodness, you get so excited.
I'm not excited.
Now, what's that white stuff around your mouth?
It's just a little foam. Now, you have the clutch out and the motor on. Now shift into low.
Now, wait a minute. Low is up here, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I know. Down here. Up here?
There's only one place left.
Oh, it's here. There. Now what do I do?
Let the clutch out.
Okay.
Oh!
What happened? George, say something.
Wait till I get my head out of the back seat. I think my neck is broken.
This car doesn't work very well.
Start it again. I'll brace myself.
All right. How am I driving, George?
Fine, except for one little thing.
What's that?
You're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Well, what's the difference? There aren't any cars coming.
Oh! As a favor to me and the insurance company, will you please pull over?
Well, I'd be delighted.
Well, go ahead. Here comes a car. No, wait. Stay on this side. He's going around.
What a reckless driver. Now, he shouldn't have gone up on two wheels like that.
Liz, let's come to a stop.
Well, why should I stop? I'm doing fine. Now, just let me alone.
Look, the motor vehicle department is on this corner, and I thought you wanted to get your license today.
Oh, I do. Do you think I'm ready?
Well, if we wait till you're ready, you'll be too old for a license. Now, come to a stop.
All right. What do I do?
Put your hand out. Signal for a stop.
Okay.
Now, shift into neutral.
Okay.
Oh, look out! Liz, you almost hit that tree. Why did you take both hands off the wheel?
You told me to.
I did not.
You did, too. You told me to shift with my right hand and signal with my left, and I didn't have any hands left over to steer with. What do you think I am, an octopus?
Oh. Now, look, honey. Now, just calm down and go in there and take your driver's test.
Well, do you really think I'll pass it?
Sure. You remember everything you did today, don't you?
Yes.
Well, do just the opposite.
All right.
Good luck, dear.
Now, let's see. When you hear a siren, you pull over and let it go by. When you pass a streetcar on the right at 15 miles an hour, I wonder how fast you can pass it on the left.
Yes?
Oh, how do you do? I'd like to get a driver's license, please.
All right. Name, please.
Elizabeth Cooper.
Address?
321 Bundy.
Uh-huh. A race?
Of course not. I don't even have a driver's license.
I think this is going to be one of my bad days. How much do you weigh?
Yes.
285.
Very amusing. 118.
How old are you?
21.
I haven't missed on that one in a long time. It's funny, there are no women drivers in the United States over 21.
May I have my license now?
Not yet. I have some more questions to ask you. Eyes?
Yes, 2. They're blue.
Thank you.
And red.
What?
My hair is red. That's the next question, isn't it?
Naturally.
Well, just a henna rinse now and then.
Well, now for the fingerprint. Give me your right thumb, please.
What for?
I want to hitch a ride home, and mine is tired. I'm going to take your thumbprint.
I don't want to put my thumb in that dirty old ink.
Now, this won't hurt a bit. Just
No,
give me
I
your
don't
right hand
want
and we'll
to.
put it in the...
Well, did you get my fingerprint?
Yes, right on the end of my nose.
Congratulations. Now may I have my license?
No. Let's test your eyes. Now, I'll hold this white card over your eye. Tell me what you see.
A white card.
No, what do you see out of the other eye?
Nothing.
Why not?
It's closed.
Read those letters on the wall over there.
Okay. M-E-N.
Never mind. Go ahead on to the driving part of the test. You're not going to pass that.
What makes you so sure?
I know the man who's going to give you the test.
Who is it?
Me!
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't understand it, Liz. If you made that fellow so mad, why did he give you a license?
Well, as soon as he saw how I drove, we made sort of a bargain. He said he'd give me my license if I'd let him out of the car.
I'll make a bargain with you. I'll make a bargain with you. Let's go to the show.
Yeah, all right, George. We'll go right... Oh, look what I found.
Oh, what now?
The best thing in the whole scrapbook.
What?
A recipe for how to fix Jell-O. I heard it on the radio one night, and I wrote it down. It made such an impression on me, I can almost hear them doing it right now.
J-E-L-L. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O puddings. Yum, yum, yum. Jell-O tapioca puddings. Yes, sirree.
And there's a grand and glorious holiday weekend coming up, so here's a grand and glorious Jell-O party dessert that you can make up easily ahead of time, called Raspberry Bavarian Pie. Just dissolve 1 package of raspberry Jell-O in 1½ cups of hot water and add a dash of salt and chill. When slightly thickened, fold in 3/4 cup of cream whipped and turn into a baked pie shell. Chill until firm. As gay and cool and cheerful as vacation. Rich rose-red raspberry Jell-O and whipped cream, chilled icy cold in a crisp pie shell. All 6 delicious Jell-O flavors are wonderfully refreshing and fruit-like. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. 'Cause all 6 are rich with luscious, locked-in goodness. Look for those big red letters on the box. They spell J-E-L-L-O. And now, back to the Coopers. 2 hours ago, Liz and George started to go to a movie, but they were sidetracked by a scrapbook that Liz was pasting things in. Well, right now, George is getting up from the floor and saying for the 10th time,
Honey, look at the time. If we're going to the movie, let's get started.
All right, dear, I'm coming right... Oh, George, remember that affidavit you made me sign?
What are you talking about?
Look. I, Liz Cooper, solemnly swear that I will not interrupt any of my husband's stories, even if I've heard them 100 times.
I remember that now. Brother, it certainly didn't last very long. You're still interrupting my stories.
Only the ones I've heard more than 100 times.
Very funny.
George, remember the night you made me sign that? You were so mad at me. The Atterberries were over for dinner, and afterwards we went into the living room, and you started telling your pride. Oh, Katie, we've got to do something fast. Make some coffee, serve some food, anything.
What's the matter, Mrs. Cooper?
The Atterberries just made a terrible mistake.
Oh, good heavens, what did they do?
Well, George told one of his funny stories, and they laughed at it.
Oh, dear.
Now he'll go on and on telling stories all night. One person snickers, and George thinks his last name is Jessel.
I'll put the coffee on right away.
Yeah, and make some nice thick sandwiches. He won't be able to talk so much with his mouth full. I'll go back in and try to change the sun.
And the fellow said, no, I don't want that kind of frosting on the top of the wedding cake. Take it back and fix it. Well, anyway, to make a long story short.
It's too late, Cooper boy.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, George, don't tell that story. It's so old.
Please, Liz. Well, the fellow came back.
Besides, the Atterberries know that story.
They do not.
They do, too. Everybody does, don't you?
Well,
I'm not sure. Oh, you know, the baker has just finished a 5-layer wedding cake, and he asked the customer where he wants it delivered, and the customer says, no place, I'll eat it here.
No, we hadn't heard it.
Oh, I apologize, George. They haven't heard it. Go ahead and tell it.
Thanks a lot.
Well, I thought they'd heard it.
Maybe this will teach you that the stories I tell aren't as old as you think they are, and everybody hasn't heard them.
Yes, George.
Oh, if you think that was funny, Mr. Atterbury, did I ever tell you about the time?
Katie's fixing sandwiches and coffee for all of us.
Oh, that'll be nice, Liz.
Splendid, yes. It's like that, like sandwiches, rye bread.
Well, it's a very funny story, really. It all started on our honeymoon.
Anyone read any good books lately? Have you, Iris?
Elizabeth?
Ooh, he's mad.
Just what are you trying to do?
Please, George, not that broken-down old story about our honeymoon. Now, I know they've heard that one.
Mr. Atterbury, have I told you the story about what happened to Liz and me on our honeymoon?
Not tonight.
Oh. Well, Mrs. Atterbury, did I tell you the funny thing that happened to Liz and me on our honeymoon?
Yes, you did.
Oh. Well, Liz, did I
was there.
Oh, that's right.
George, if you have to tell a story, why don't you tell about last 4th of July? Now, there's one you tell wonderfully. It's really a scream.
Well, I don't have to tell a story, you know. I'll live without it.
Well, all right, George. Maybe we should all play bridge.
Bridge would be fine.
Yes, I haven't played bridge for a long time. Play bridge, yes. Contract. I prefer it. Yeah.
Last 4th of July was pretty funny at that.
As you were, bridge players.
Liz?
Go ahead, George. It's a very funny story, and I'd like to hear it again. Go ahead.
Well, the Smiths and the Sturms were going on a picnic with us. Well, we started out that morning about, 10 o'clock, and we took along...
It was 12 o'clock.
It was 10 o'clock.
It was 12 o'clock.
Well, what's the difference?
2 hours.
I mean, to the story. It doesn't make a darn bit of difference.
It does, too. That's why we were late, and Well, I don't want to spoil the story. Go ahead.
Anyway, we got to the picnic grounds and...
The cars. Don't forget the cars.
Oh, that's right. Well, there were 3 cars. I was first, Howie Sturm was in back of me, and Bill Smith was driving the last car.
Oh, you're ruining the whole thing.
Would you like to tell the story, Liz?
No, but I'm just helping you to tell it right. Howie was first, Bill was second, and we were last.
Maybe Bill was first, you were second, and Howie was last.
Rudolph.
Well, it was the only combination left.
No, Rudolph, there's one more. It might have been Bill first, Howie second.
I take it back. We all went in the same bus.
Well, that's the coward's way out.
Anyway, we got to the picnic grounds about 2 o'clock.
Don't look at me. I'm not going to say anything more.
Good.
I'm not going to tell you what you left out.
We got to the picnic... Did you have to say that, Liz?
I didn't open my mouth.
What did I leave out?
Nothing. Go on. Finish your story.
Well, we spread the food out, and it started to rain.
It poured.
So we all ran for the car, and when we got there...
Well, what happened, boy?
What's the matter, George?
Oh, you interrupted me so much I forget how it ends.
Oh, you're a wonderful story. Oh, George, I'll never forget the look on your face. I felt so sorry for you.
Well, look at my pathetic expression now, Liz. I want to go to a movie.
All right, poor little baby. Well, oh, look at this, George.
What is it?
The Valentine you gave me this year.
Oh, gee, I'd forgotten.
Yeah, well, that's a man for you. I remember perfectly. We were sitting at the breakfast table when you gave it to me. Oh, George, this Valentine is beautiful. You know the real reason I like Valentine's Day? Because it's such a good excuse to be all mushy and gushy about you.
Yeah? What's your excuse the other 364 days? You're mushy all the time.
Yeah, but on Valentine's Day I can be mushy and loud. I love you, George!
Liz, keep quiet.
I love you, George!
What about Katie?
Katie loves you too, George!
What about the lady next door?
What about the lady next door?
She might hear you. Now simmer down.
All right, I'll be quiet. I love you, George.
Now that's better.
Do you love me, George?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, George. Anybody want more coffee? No, thank you, Katie. What are we whispering for? Oh, it was just a joke, Katie. We were kidding about Valentine's Day.
Kidding?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should never joke about Valentine's Day. Oh, it's a beautiful occasion.
Why, Katie, I think you have a boyfriend.
Well, I've written a Valentine poem, and I'm going to give it to him.
To whom?
I'm going to give it to
Is that his first or his last name?
Oh, Mrs. Cooper, it's for Mr. Dabney, the butcher.
Oh, old heavy thumb.
Is the butcher your boyfriend, Katie?
Oh, not exactly, but I've always liked him.
Well, you could do worse than Mr. Dabney. He's quite attractive and a good butcher.
Some people may have better beef, but his liver's good. And no one has oxtail and pig's feet like his.
What's it cost to see him?
Well, I do have a problem, though, Mrs. Cooper. I haven't got the nerve to give Mr. Dabney the Valentine I wrote to him, and he'll be here any minute with his delivery. So would you give it to him for me?
Why, sure, Katie. Anything to help out romance.
Yeah, well, I can't watch this. I'm going to the bank. Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, darling.
Oh, here's the Valentine, Mrs. Cooper. Oh, I'm so nervous.
What have you got on this, Katie?
Well, I wanted it scented with an odor he'd like.
But it's all soggy. What'd you do, soak it in perfume?
No, bacon grease.
Well, now that's romantic.
Oh, that's Mr. Dabney. I know his buzz.
Well.
I'll hide in the dining room until he's gone.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, hello, Miss Cooper.
Well, hello, Mr. Dabney. Come on in.
Here's your meat order, Miss Cooper. Fresh from Dabney's, the home of happy ham hocks.
Thank you, Mr. Dabney.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, Mr. Dabney, before you go, I have something for you. It's a personal matter.
Yeah.
Yes, I happen to know that one of your customers thinks you're rather nice.
No.
Yes. She's been too bashful to tell you, but since this is Valentine's Day, she wants you to know she likes you a lot.
You know something, Miss Cooper?
What?
I like you a lot, too.
Oh, no. Now, wait a minute. I'm not the one.
Hey, still bashful, eh? You little minx, you.
Oh, listen now. I'm speaking for someone else.
What's that you're hiding behind your back?
Oh, how did I get mixed up in this? Well, here, this will straighten things out. It's a Valentine.
Oh, Miss Cooper, I feel like such a heel. I ain't got one for you.
Oh, now stop this nonsense.
If I'd have only known, I'd have brought you a heart-shaped piece of salami.
Never mind. Look, just read this Valentine and you'll see what I'm trying to tell you.
All right.
Liz.
Oh, it looks beautiful. And how did you know my favorite aroma, Swift's Premier?
Read the Valentine.
All right. If you'll be mine, then I'll be thine. You set my heart a quiver. Say you'll be my Valentine and bring 2 pounds of liver.
Well, that's a practical thought.
Oh, Miss Cooper, this is touching. Did you write this all by your little self?
For the last time, no. Look at the signature.
Well, it's signed, Your Bashful Redhead.
Oh, no. Katie! Katie, where are you?
Oh, don't try to pretend, Liz.
Now, you stay on that side of the kitchen table and listen to me. Katie wrote this. I didn't.
Don't try to fight this thing. It's bigger than both of us.
Now, stop talking like that, Mr. Dabney. What about Katie?
She's bigger than both of us, too. Oh, Miss Cooper, I admired you for years. Each little lamb chop you bought, I personally put the pants on. Come here, you bashful redhead.
Listen to me. Katie has red hair, too. We're both redheads. Katie's the one for you.
Listen, 2 houses may have red roofs, but you don't pick the one with the sagging foundation.
Oh, it was awful. I had to barricade the kitchen door.
I'd forgotten all about that.
Well, Mr. Dabney hasn't. We haven't had a tender steak since I jilted him.
Hey, that scrapbook really brings back a lot of wonderful memories. What else do you have in there?
No more talk about the scrapbook. We're going to the movie right now. What time is it?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? Oh, no. But it was fun reminiscing, wasn't it, George? We'll go to the movie tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah.
Kiss me.
You talk me into it.
Hold me tight, George.
Okay.
Tighter. Tighter. Tighter.
Oh, but Liz!
Go on, pretend I'm a sack of walnuts and crack my shells.
Oh, you're crazy, but you're awful cute.
Honey, you know something.
What?
You're my favorite husband.
Yes, Lucille. What'll you have?
Jell-O, please. But let's sing about it like we did last week, huh? That was fun.
Okay. What song shall we sing?
Oh, doesn't matter. I can't carry a tune anyway. Oh, how about row, row, row your boat?
Okay. J-E-L-L-O.
Gently down the strime.
Strime?
Don't ask questions. Just keep going. Now you sing it.
Okay, you're the boss. J-E-L-L-O, gently down the strime.
The flavors of strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. It doesn't make any sense, but it comes out all right.
Oh, it makes wonderful sense, Lucille. No matter how you arrive at Jell-O, you're in for a treat because all 6 delicious Jell-O flavors are rich and refreshing with locked-in goodness. Flavors locked right in so it can't get out until your first luscious spoonful.
Oh, Bob, you're a regular encyclopedia Jell-O Annika.
Here's another choice tidbit of information, Lucille. Jell-O tastes so cool and fruitful, rich, and tempting, it makes you think of the orchard or the berry patch. And these bright, shimmering colors are as gay as the 4th of July.
Oh, I'm hungry. Come on, let's go get some Jell-O.
Hey, wait a minute. We have to finish this song.
Oh, yes.
Okay. J-E-L-L-O, now you're on the ball.
Jell-O is wonderful. Sponsors are marvelous.
We'll see you next fall. been listening to My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball with Richard Denning, and based on characters created by Isabel Scott Rorick. Tonight's transcribed program was produced and directed by...
Wait a minute, Bob. This is the last show until fall, and I want to get into the act and say thanks to our director, Jess Oppenheimer, and Madeline Pugh and Bob Carroll, Jr., who wrote the scripts with him. And thanks to Marlon Skiles for his original music, and Wilbur Hatch, who conducted the orchestra, and Ray Lithgow, our engineer, and Clark Casey for his fine sound effects. And a million thanks to Richard Denning, who just is George Cooper, and Ruth Parrott, who plays the part of Katie, and the Atterberries, Gail Gordon, and Bea Benaderet, and Frank Nelson, and Hans Conried, and you, Bob Lamont. And those wonderful Jell-O people who played the part of the sponsor and are just as nice as the desserts they make. We'll all be back on the 2nd of September. Goodbye, everybody, and thank you.
Be sure to see Lucille Ball and Bob Hope in that wonderful Paramount picture, Sorrowful Jones. It's playing at your favorite theater now. My Favorite Husband will be back at the same time starting September 2nd. See you then. Bob Lamont speaking.
The classic comedic mind of Lucille Ball. Well, tonight we keep that comedy rolling. We're moving from Lucille Ball to another beautiful, funny lady, Eve Arden. This time we move from 1940 to 1950 with our Mix Brooks and the Black Rare Orchid. Stay tuned right here to the Hojo Radio Network.
Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth and help stop tooth decay, and Luster Cream Shampoo for soft, glamorous, caressable hair bring you Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden.
It's time once again for another comedy episode of Our Miss Brooks under the direction of Al Lewis. Well, this is National Pickle Week, and among others who celebrated the occasion was Our Miss Brooks, who teaches English at Madison High School.
I celebrated National Pickle Week, all right, by getting myself into the prettiest pickle you've ever seen. It all started innocently enough when my landlady and I sat down to breakfast last Thursday morning.
There's your cereal, Connie. Now tell me, dear, have you made any plans for your vacation next month?
Nothing definite, Mrs. Davis.
Perhaps it's just as well not to plan too far in advance. Who knows what summer may bring? You might even elope. Have you ever thought of that, Connie?
Many times, Mrs. Davis. I'd do it in a minute, too. If it weren't for a stubborn little streak in me, which keeps insisting that it's no fun to elope by yourself.
I didn't mean by yourself, Connie. What's wrong with Mr. Boynton?
For submitting the outstanding question of the week, we are sending Mrs. Margaret Davis a lifetime supply of Dutch boy paint. I wish I knew what was wrong with Mr. Boynton. All he talks about lately is his impending vacation in South America.
South America? What a wonderful idea. And it simplifies everything.
It does?
Of course. If Mr. Boynton is going to South America, that's where you have to go.
The thought has occurred to me, Mrs. Davis, but there's one thing that stands in the way. Transportation.
Transportation?
Yes, one of my water wings has a blowout.
Don't be discouraged by your present financial state, Connie. I'll go make some tea and read your tea leaves in a little while. Maybe there'll be some good news in your cup. Why, at this very moment, Lady Luck may be camping on your doorstep.
Well, don't sit there, lady. Come on in.
Greetings, most gracious and scintillating educator.
Thank you, most generous and observant pupil. Sit down, Walter, and have some toast and jelly.
Oh, thanks.
What kind of a plant is that you're holding?
It's a rare black orchid, Miss Brooks. Here.
An orchid? Must have cost you quite a bit of money, Walter.
Pish tush! The blossom cost me nothing. Besides, this is no time to concern ourselves with petty monetary considerations. I'm going to be rich, Miss Brooks. Wealthy beyond all dreams of avarice. The fabulous treasures of the universe are within my grasp.
Say, buddy, could you spare a round-trip ticket to South America?
No, I'm serious, Miss Brooks. I've discovered uranium.
Uranium? Where?
On my shoe.
Who's your boot black?
It's no joke, Miss Brooks. I made the discovery in the chem lab. We got a brand new Geiger counter, and it's... by the way, have you ever used a Geiger counter?
I haven't had to, Walter. Very few of my pupils are named Geiger.
No. I'm afraid you don't understand. A Geiger counter is an instrument that measures the number and intensity of emanations from radioactive substances.
Sounds terribly talented. But how did you get mixed up with it?
Well, I climbed on a desk to fix a light bulb, and my shoe got near the Geiger counter. You should have heard it. It almost blew its top. That means uranium's on my shoe. Now, the way I figure it, all I've got to do is retrace my steps of the past few days.
Wouldn't it be easier to just start mining your shoe?
Please, Miss Brooks. No, you got to help me. You see, the counter is school property and can't be removed from the building without Mr. Conklin's permission. But if a teacher were to ask
Oh,
him...
not me, Walter. I'd like to assist you in this project, but now is the wrong time. Tuesday, I knocked a bowl of soup into his lap in the cafeteria, and last week I dropped a typewriter on his foot.
Oh.
Say, it's almost 8:15. I better park this orchid in the icebox and get ready to leave. Have a glass of milk, Walter. I'll just be a minute.
Okay, Miss Brooks.
Oh, it's you, Connie. The tea is almost ready.
I'm afraid I won't have time for the reading, Mrs. Davis. I just want to put this in the icebox.
My, what a lovely stalk of asparagus.
Don't let Walter Denton hear you say that. This happens to be a black orchid.
Oh, but you shouldn't put that in the icebox, Connie. It won't do anybody any good there. Why don't you take it down to school with you and give it to Mr. Conklin?
Mr. Conklin?
Yes. You told me yourself you've been naughty lately. Maybe this little gift would make up for your recent habit of dropping things on him.
Say, it might at that. Although I wouldn't want Walter to find out that I gave away his present.
Walter wouldn't mind. Besides, he won't know anything about it. I'll just put the flower into this box that the clean laundry came in, tie it with this red ribbon, and presto, you've got a peace offering for your principal.
Thanks, Mrs. Davis. I'm sure nothing could make him happier unless I was tied up in the box.
Gosh, Miss Brooks, I wish you'd reconsider my proposition about that Geiger counter. If you'll just get us permission to use it, I'll make you a 50-50 partner in whatever we find.
It's a more than liberal offer, Walter, but I'm afraid I can't take advantage of it. Right now, I'm trying to figure a good method of stowing away to South America.
Well, all right, Miss Brooks. But I hate the thought of passing up a possible bonus of $10,000 offered for discoveries of uranium.
I know, Walter, and I can't say that it's altogether impossible, but as far as the immediate future is concerned, did you say $10,000?
That's right. And if it's a big field, we might even get 10 times that much.
Open the throttle, Casey, and point me at Mr. Conklin's office.
Well, I finished straightening up your office, Daddy.
Thanks, Harriet. Run along, child.
Isn't there anything else I can do?
You can leave me alone. Now get to your first class.
Daddy, you're irritated this morning.
Harriet, you're another Ellery Queen. It so happens that some vandal broke into my garden, trampled my flower beds, and stole a rare black orchid.
I didn't know that.
I just found out about it myself. I've been nursing that plant along for 7 years. I was planning to give that orchid to your dear mother. It's her birthday today, you know.
Yes, I know.
Now I'll probably have to buy a present for the old... It's a hard gift. If I ever get my hands on the scoundrel who'd... Enter.
Good morning, Mr. Conklin.
Oh, it's you.
Hi, Miss Brooks.
Hello, Harriet.
I was just leaving the office, Miss Brooks. Try and cheer Daddy up a bit, will you? He's rather low this morning. I'll see you at lunch, Daddy. Bye.
Goodbye.
Well, Mr. Conklin, isn't this a bright and cheerful morning?
Be brief, Miss Brooks. What brings you to my office?
I just came in to leave this little gift.
Gift?
Yes, sir. May I put it on your desk?
If you think you can do so without knocking the typewriter off on my foot again. What else?
Mr. Conklin, I should like your permission to borrow the Geiger counter from the chem lab.
Geiger counter?
I believe that's what it's called. It's used to indicate the presence of uranium.
Miss Brooks, are you planning to pelt me with an A-bomb?
Certainly not, Mr. Conklin. I couldn't even lift an A-bomb. But I've heard that there's quite a reward for discovering new uranium deposits, and I thought maybe
Kindly leave the premises.
But, Mr. Conklin,
I am in no mood to discuss this nonsensical project at this moment. I've had a most difficult morning. Nay, a shocking morning.
What happened, Mr. Conklin?
I don't know how versed you are in things botanical, Miss Brooks.
Oh, I'm pretty versed.
Several years ago, I purchased a rare plant. For the first few years, it failed to bloom. I tried everything. Finally, I ceased to rely on the hit-or-miss methods of plant propagation employed by a bunch of buzzing bees, and I pollinated that plant personally. Do you realize what that entailed?
Of course, you had to smear your feet with honey and jump from petal to petal.
No, Miss Brooks. But there are other back-breaking procedures which I pursued faithfully for 7 long years, until finally my efforts bore fruit.
You became the father of a lemon tree.
Wrong again. An orchid plant. A black orchid plant. Just yesterday, it started to bloom, and I said to myself, "You're a lucky man, Osgood. Tomorrow this lovely flower will blossom just in time for your wife Martha's birthday." And then do you know what happened this morning?
Yes. I mean, no.
Some vandal stole it.
Well, I guess I better be running along.
Miss Brooks, where are you taking that box? I thought you said it was a gift.
Oh, it is a gift, Mr. Conklin. But not for you. That is, not actually. It's for Mrs. Conklin. Her birthday, you know. Just a little remembrance.
Well, you can leave it here. I'll take it to her after school. I'd like to see what it is before I take it.
Oh, no. I'd rather you didn't see it, Mr. Conklin. That is, well, it's underwear.
That's all right. We share a dresser, you know. Now, put it down and get to your classroom.
But, Mr.
Dismissed! One thing before you go. If you should happen to hear any of the students, or faculty for that matter, discussing a black orchid, would you please make a confidential note of the party's name?
Confidential? I won't even read it to myself.
Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden, will continue in just a moment. But first, here is Vern Smith. Now, tests published in authoritative dental literature show that when teeth are brushed right after eating, Colgate Dental Cream stops tooth decay best. 2 years' research at 5 leading universities, hundreds of case histories, shows that when used as directed, Colgate Dental Cream stops tooth decay best. Yes, exhaustive tests show the Colgate way best to prevent decay. Better than any other home method of oral hygiene known today.
Based on both clinical and X-ray examinations, the Colgate way stopped more decay for more people than ever before reported in all dentifrice history.
Even more important, there were no new cavities whatever for more than 1 out of 3 who used Colgate Dental Cream as directed. Think of it. Not even 1 new cavity in 2 full years.
No other dentifrice, paste or powder, ammoniated or not, no other dentifrice has proof of such results. The best results ever reported for a dentifrice of any type.
So always use Colgate to clean your breath while you clean your teeth. And remember, when you follow the Colgate way,
Colgate Dental Cream stops tooth decay best.
Well, my morning classes passed without any undue noise from the principal's office. So I assumed that Mr. Conklin hadn't found time to open the box containing his own black orchid, so thoughtfully provided for me by Walter Denton. When lunch period arrived, I hurried to the biology laboratory to let Mr. Boynton in on the ground floor of my predicament. Busy, Mr. Boynton?
Oh, not at all, Miss Brooks. Come on in.
Before we go to lunch, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. It's really silly, I guess, but I was rather embarrassed this morning.
Embarrassed?
It all started when Walter Denton came to pick me up and told me some ridiculous story about finding uranium on his shoes.
Oh, that isn't completely ridiculous, Miss Brooks. As a matter of fact, it was more or less confirmed in the chem lab by the reaction of the Geiger counter.
You mean that Walter did actually step into uranium?
Well, not necessarily. It could be some similar radioactive substance. You realize, of course, that the Geiger counter is an extremely sensitive instrument. It'll even pick up emanations from your radium dial wristwatch.
All the way from Fisher's pawn shop?
Why, it's a wonderful invention. And while Walter's shoe may not necessarily indicate the presence of any large field nearby, it's still a rather provocative incident.
I'll say it is. Half of $10,000 is very provocative. If one were to discover some uranium, one would never miss the money it cost for a summer vacation, would one?
Well, I should think not.
I'm going to South America myself.
South America? Well, that's funny. I'm going to spend my vacation down there.
You too? What a coincidence. When are you leaving?
The day school ends, June 23rd.
You too? What boat are you taking?
The SS Brazil.
You too? What cabin will you be? Oh, no, I just meant that if we're going to be in Brazil at the same time, it ought to make it very pleasant for both of us. They say the nights down there are very conducive to romance.
Yes, I've heard something to that effect.
In fact, on most June nights in Brazil, the stars seem to be so low in the sky that you can reach out and touch each other.
Please, Miss Brooks, I don't like to change the subject, but...
Not much you don't. That's all right, Mr. Boynton. Brazil can wait. What is it you wanted to say?
Well, I'd like to show you just how the Geiger counter reacts. Mr. Keller has a tiny sample of uranium in the chem lab. It's usually under lock and key, though, and...
Hi, Miss Brooks. Mr. Boynton.
Oh, hello, Walter.
I just dropped by to take another look at the Geiger counter. Did you tell Mr. Boynton about the swell black orchid I gave you, Miss Brooks?
I was just about to. Walter gave me a fine black orchid this morning, Mr. Boynton.
A black orchid? Say, they're mighty rare. Must have been cultivated for about 7 years. Most likely in a hothouse.
This one is hotter than that. Walter, I don't usually give away presents, but I think you ought to know that in trying to get on Mr. Conklin's good side, I gave him the black orchid.
You gave Mr. Conklin I better get a glass of milk. I don't feel so good.
Just a minute, young man. Why did you steal that flower from Mr. Conklin's garden?
Well, it wasn't really stealing. I was only getting even. Every time Mr. Conklin passes our house, he strolls through the gate and gloms a rose for himself.
Well, rose glomming isn't orchid glomming. Besides, why did you have to make me the fence?
The fence?
Receiver of stolen goods. I've been reading a lot of Chaucer lately.
I'm sorry about the whole thing, Miss Brooks. But tell me, what did Mr. Conklin say when he saw his own orchid?
Luckily for both of us, he hasn't opened the box yet.
Well, then maybe if someone could get into his office...
You too? That's just what I was thinking.
You too? Now, I just saw Harriet in the hall. Of course, she doesn't know about what I did, but she told me your dad went shopping.
Then maybe we can remove the plant before he comes back.
Exactly. And I've got a scheme that'll make it impossible for old Marblehead, Mr. Conklin, to incriminate any of us. Are you with me?
What's the layout, Louis?
Well, I snipped the orchid off at the bottom. It's still got a long stem, see? Now, as soon as it gets dark, we can sneak back into his garden, stick the stem in the ground, and when he sees it tomorrow, he'll think something was wrong with his eyes this morning. And then when he snips it off, he won't know it has no roots.
Walter, you're a genius.
But Mr. Conklin's bound to find out it has no roots when another orchid fails to grow.
Maybe so, but in 7 years, we can cook up a dilly of an alibi.
I'll keep a watch here at the door, Miss Brooks.
All right, Mr. Boynton. Now hurry, Walter. We've got to get that box off Mr. Conklin's desk before he gets back.
Okay, Miss Brooks. There, I've got it.
He's coming down the hall.
We better get out of here.
It's too late. He'll see us. Quick, get rid of the box.
What box?
The one you're holding, Walter.
Oh, here, you hold this, Mr. Boynton.
All right. I don't want this. Here, Miss Brooks, here's a nice orchid for you.
For me? How sweet of you, Miss. What am I saying? Here, you take this, Walter.
I'm allergic. Keep it.
Quick, Miss Brooks, toss it out the window.
The window? Where is it? Oh, right here. Open, thank goodness. There you go.
Hello, what's everybody doing in my... Miss Brooks, may I inquire what it was you just threw out of my window?
Who, me?
That is your name, isn't it, Brooks? Or do you shot put under a nom de plume?
Well, I do remember tossing something out, but it was just a little bug.
A bug?
Yes, sir. That's just what it was, Mr. Conklin. A bug. We all saw it, didn't we, Mr. Boynton?
Oh, yes, it was a bug, Mr. Conklin.
In my office? What sort of a bug was it?
A beetle.
A boll weevil.
A louse.
The three of them were building a nest.
A nest?
Well, a hutch or whatever it is they live in.
Boll weevil live in cotton bolls.
You must get awfully tired of watching football games, don't you?
Tired of watching football games? I've never heard anything so...
What's going on here? What are you three doing in my office?
Well, sir, we just came in to wish your wife a happy birthday.
You came in to wish my wife a happy birthday?
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday.
Oh, quiet!
Mr. Conklin, I might as well tell the truth. I wanted to give Mrs. Conklin her present myself. That's why we entered your office, but then when I heard you coming, I became nervous and tossed it out the window.
Oh, well, that's easily remedied. We'll just reach out and pick it up. Now, but if there's nothing in it but underwear,
Please, not in front of Mr. Boynton. You see, that was a little fib, too, Mr. Conklin. It isn't underwear. It's something for the house. You see, I wanted you to be surprised, too.
That's right. That's what Miss Brooks told us.
Yes, sir. She wants you to be surprised, too.
Oh, well, that's different. Something for the house, eh? Mrs. Conklin's been talking about new curtains for the dinette. Could this be curtains?
It could be for us. Please, Mr. Conklin, if you'll just hand it over, I'll be eternally in your debt.
You are now. But if it pleases you to surprise us, then take it. But whatever you do, don't come over too early. I'm not going to give Mrs. Conklin my gift until after dinner.
Oh, that's perfect. You'll be good and busy inside. That is, goodbye now.
The cafeteria's about to close, Daddy. Aren't you going to have lunch?
I had to bite downtown, Harriet, when I bought your mother her birthday present.
Oh, what did you get her, Daddy?
A radium dial table model clock so she can see what time of night it is without waking me. I took it home before I returned to school. $15 I paid for that clock. She'd better like it.
I hope you hid it someplace where she won't find it in advance. You know how inquisitive Mother is about her presents.
I'm well aware of your mother's little idiosyncrasy, Harriet. I hid it all right. I buried it in the little sunken toolbox out in our garden. This is one present nobody could find without a Geiger counter.
Get off that driveway, Walter. Here's the gate to the backyard.
Now, show us about where you got the orchid, Walter, and I'll dig a little hole for it and put it back.
All right, you are, Mr. Boynton. It's over this way. Bring the box.
What's that box you're carrying, Walter?
This? Oh, this is the Geiger counter. I figured if we get away with this flower deal, we can get away with borrowing the counter for one evening.
Oh, great. Now I'm the co-owner of a hot Geiger counter. I wonder how Tehachapi is in the summertime.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Brooks. We'll be through with this job in a jiffy, and then we can do a little prospecting. Oh, stop right here, Mr. Boynton. I think this is pretty close to where I got the flower.
All right, Walter.
Please, Mr. Boynton, there's nothing to get so excited about.
That wasn't me.
No?
It's a Geiger counter. This is where I must have stepped. Miss Brooks, we're rich!
South America, take me away. Mr. Boynton, dig some more.
I'll put the counter over here now, so we'll keep quiet. We don't want to disturb anybody.
Wait a minute. I've uncovered some sort of a toolbox. What's this package in it?
Listen. It's ticking.
Ticking. It must be a time bomb.
A time bomb? But who would want to blow up Mr. Conklin?
Who wouldn't? I mean, if there's uranium around here, this bomb could have been planted by someone who didn't want any of us to get it.
That's right. Or it could have been placed by some crackpot who wants to see our civilization survive.
Listen, it's ticking louder.
Quick, give it to me. Here's a full watering can. This should stop it. There, it stopped.
You've done it, Miss Brooks.
Oh, you certainly have, Miss Brooks.
I don't know what it is she's done, but I'll bet I'm against it.
Mr. Conklin, oh, this is one time you won't be mad at us. Miss Brooks just stopped the ticking.
Oh, she certainly did, sir. She threw the whole box right into the watering can. You see, it isn't making a sound.
Indeed, it isn't. But then, after they're submerged in water for a while, very few $15 table model clocks are capable of making any sound!
$15 table clock?
Yes, Miss Brooks? Contained in this soggy, gift-wrapped box is my wife's birthday present. Well, is there any message you'd like to convey?
All together, gang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mrs. Conklin.
Eve Arden as our Miss Brooks returns in just a moment, but first...
Dream girl, beautiful luster cream girl.
Tonight, yes, tonight, show him how much lovelier your hair can look after a Luster Cream shampoo. Luster Cream, world's finest shampoo. No other shampoo in the world gives you Kay Daumit's magic blend of secret ingredients plus gentle lanolin. Better than a soap, better than a liquid. Luster Cream is a dainty cream shampoo. Leaves hair 3 ways lovelier. Fragrantly clean, free of loose dandruff, glistening with sheen. Soft, manageable. Even in hardest water, Luster Cream lathers instantly. No special rinse needed after a Luster Cream shampoo. So gentle, Luster Cream
shampoo.
And now, once again, here is our Miss Brooks.
Well, when we showed Mr. Conklin that his black orchid was still intact, and I promised to reimburse him for the ruined clock, he calmed down a bit and his complexion returned to its normal color, purple. After he had dismissed us, I slunk back to my room and fell into a nice, peaceful slumber. However, I awoke in the morning with a very disquieting thought. The fact remained that somewhere, somehow, Walter Denton had stepped in uranium. Mr. Keller, the chemistry teacher, had verified that. So when Walter arrived to pick me up, I hastened to reaffirm our partnership. We are still partners, aren't we, Walter?
Oh, you bet, Miss Brooks. Mr. Conklin didn't see the Geiger counter at all.
Good. Now, today, let's get a hold of a sample of uranium so we'll know what we're looking for.
And first, you'll have to give me $5, Miss Brooks.
$5?
We're partners, aren't we? You put in 5 and I'll put in 5. Mr. Keller just called to tell me that's what a sample costs.
Well, why should we have to buy it? Couldn't we borrow it?
Look, Miss Brooks, remember I told you how I got up on the table in school to fix the light bulb?
Yes, but what has that got to do with the uranium sample in the chem lab?
That's the uranium I stepped in.
What?
Sure. That's why we got to put in $5 each to buy the school a new sample.
Now I've got to go to South America, if only to send you a tsetse fly.
Next week, tune in to another Our Miss Brooks show brought to you by Luster Cream Shampoo for soft, glamorous, caressable hair and Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth and help stop tooth decay.
Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden, is produced by Larry Burns, written by Al Lewis, Lester White, and Joe Quillen. with the music of Wilbur Hatch under the direction of Maurice Carlton. Mr. Boynton is played by Jeff Chandler, Mr. Conklin by Gail Gordon. Others in tonight's cast were Jane Morgan, Dick Crenna, and Gloria McMillan. For a beauty bath that brings you glamour from head to toe, get bath-size Palmolive soap.
Yes, ladies, for a velvet smooth beauty lather that caresses your skin, leaves your whole body glowing with the warm blush of fragrant loveliness, enjoy a beauty bath with bath-size Palmolive. It's perfect for your tub or shower. Just the gentlest massage over your body creates a glorious lather that leaves your skin delightful.
Yes, for the most luxurious bath you've ever had, get big bath-size Palmolive soap. For mystery liberally sprinkled with laughs, listen to Mr. and Mrs. North, the exciting, fun-packed adventures of an amateur detective and his beautiful wife. Tune in Tuesday evening over most of these same stations. And be with us again next week at the same time for another comedy episode of Our Miss Brooks. Bob Lamont speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Oh, Eve Arden, her timing unbelievable, her wit fantastic. I would say only to be matched in a male form by the next person that we're getting ready to listen to. Ladies and gentlemen, from 1950, we bring you Vincent Price as the Saint right here on the Hojo Radio Network. Stay tuned.
The Adventures of the Saint, starring Vincent Price. The Saint, based on characters created by Leslie Charteris and known to millions from books, magazines, and motion pictures, the Robin Hood of modern crime now comes to radio, starring Hollywood's brilliant and talented actor, Vincent Price, as the Saint.
Proof that the language of music is a truly universal one, Mr. Templar, is in the people gathered here. They run the gamut from saints to sinners. Would you not agree?
I would indeed, Mr. Opto. Won't you join me?
Oh, I accept with pleasure.
Fine.
Then you know me, Mr. Templar.
Well, if you promise to keep the deep, dark secret, I'll confess that I have bought tickets to Carnegie Hall from time to time. Piano concerts mostly, and those performed by Lauritz Opto primarily.
That is a pleasing compliment, Mr. Templar.
Well, it's understandable how I'd recognize a famous concert pianist like Lauritz Opto.
Thank you.
But the reverse is rather puzzling.
Then if you will keep the deep, dark secret, I shall confess. You were pointed out to me by a newspaper reporter seated at my table.
Which explains half the compliment. But why did you come to my table?
Why did you come here to this nightclub called the Birdcage, Mr. Templar?
Well, I could say because it reminds one of the Black Hole of Calcutta, but the real reason was to hear the piano music of Johnny Crawford.
Yes, precisely, as did I.
A Dixieland hepcat receiving recognition from a Carnegie Hall maestro?
Johnny Crawford was once my pupil, Mr. Templar.
Oh.
He had a magnificent technical grasp of classical music, but no artistic soul. He was a great disappointment to me. Nevertheless, I do not wish to see Johnny Crawford dead. That is why I have come to you.
Well, now, that's a rather macabre touch to an otherwise light-hearted evening.
Murder is always macabre, Mr. Templar.
So it's to be death by violence.
It is, and I shall tell you a great deal more about it at my home tomorrow morning, Mr. Templar. 637 Reseda Drive. I'm certain that you will be kind enough to be there.
That's the kind of certainty that causes horse players to go broke, Mr. Opto.
Then let us say I'm playing a long shot. And I'm betting that among the saints and sinners present here, you are numbered among the former.
One question.
Yes?
Could you give me any idea as to why someone should desire to remove the aforesaid Johnny Crawford from the ranks of the living?
Oh, I can do better than that, Mr. Templar. I can give you the name of the person who will be responsible.
Oh, and that person?
A musical composer who has been dead for over 100 years. Ludwig van Beethoven.
Yes?
Well,
Should I say thank you or slap your face?
what do you think?
The slaps have it. What could I do for you?
You must be kidding.
And if you're here to see Mr. Opdahl, you must be Simon Templar.
Guilty. And you?
Mickey Clark, Mr. Opdahl's secretary.
Mickey Clark. Well.
Won't you lope in, Mr. Templar?
Oh, thanks. I could hardly refuse such an enthusiastic invitation. Well. Rachmaninoff Prelude in C sharp. Is that the maestro playing?
It's not Jimmy Durante.
Oh.
The music room's at the far end of the foyer. Mr. Opdahl's expecting you. Come with me.
Oh, thanks. I'll take advantage.
Oh, no. There's a shot.
Identification acknowledged. Come on, let's go.
What's happened in there?
Just you stay behind me and let me find out first.
Mr. Templar.
Yeah. Oh, that was no prelude in C sharp being played in here, Mickey. It was a prelude to murder.
To murder?
Where do those French doors lead to?
Why, to the terrace. Why?
See if it isn't too late to help Mr. Opdahl while I...
Oh, no!
Well, it's nasty weather out anyway.
But aren't you going after him?
My halo wouldn't look too well on top of a shroud. Where's the nearest telephone?
Telephone?
Yeah, I know this comes as a great surprise, Mickey, but the police are rather fussy about these things.
Oh, yes, of course. The telephone's right up... Mr. Opdahl. He's not dead. He's trying to play something. He's trying...
Take it easy, Mickey. Take it easy. Opdahl, it's Simon Templar. Who shot you? Do you know who shot you?
Can't talk, but he's trying to play.
Opdahl, can you hear me? It's Templar. Who shot you, man? Who shot...
Mr. Templar. Is it...
He is, Mickey. This time it's for sure.
Oh. What was he trying to say as he died? Tell us the name of the murderer.
One thing I've learned in this drab, weary life, my dear, is never to second-guess a dead man. Hey, what's this caught under the music rack?
It looks like a couple of torn bits of paper.
You thereby win your A for a cumin, Mickey.
Oh, I recognize that top one, Mr. Templar. It's a personal note paper used by Mr. Opdahl.
Who is, Paul?
Paul? Paul DeGage. He's Mr. Opdahl's concert manager. Why?
The name Paul is the only written word left on the page. Look, we might have a slightly better lead on this second bit of parchment.
Why, it's part of a music manuscript.
Yeah, and an old one, too, judging by the condition of the paper and the signature attached there, too. Ludwig van Beethoven.
Beethoven?
Mm-hmm, the popular tunesmith who left this mortal coil some 100 years ago. Do you think it's possible that the old boy came back? You sure you want to come along with me on this little jaunt, Mickey?
Lawrence Opdahl was a swell boss and a wonderful guy. If there's anything I can do to help you get the man who killed him, I'm going to do it.
And all the time I thought it was my personality that intrigued you. Well, let's hope I'm not as disappointed by Mr. Opdahl's concert manager, Paul DeGage.
I still can't believe it, Mr. Templar. Lawrence Opdahl dead. Murdered. Why would anyone want to murder Lawrence Opdahl?
That was going to be my question, Mr. DeGage. You don't suppose it was because he was going to tell me who wanted to murder Johnny Crawford, do you?
Johnny Crawford?
No.
Who is he?
No. You obviously don't suppose. Any other suggestions?
I'm sorry, Mr. Templar, but I'm so stunned by this news. Lawrence was going to play for me this very evening, and
I wasn't
now...
aware that Mr. Opdahl had a concert date for this evening, Mr. DeGage.
Well, it wasn't a concert engagement, Miss Clark.
By a stroke of good fortune, I come into possession of an original musical manuscript of Beethoven's, piano sonata. And Laureate...
Did you say Beethoven?
Yes. It's an original that's never been published. It was known to exist, but was lost en route to the publishers in 1824, and it never turned up again until just recently.
Why, it must be worth a fortune, Mr. DeGage.
Well, it is quite valuable, yes. I'm going to offer it for sale to a small group of collectors in Coronado this evening. Lawrence had agreed to play it for me. But
you
now...
wouldn't happen to have this manuscript here, would you?
Well, yes. Yes, it's in my safe.
Do you mind if we take a look at it?
Why, of course not. I'll have it for you in just a moment. Thanks. It's a remarkable document. Seems to be no question as to its authenticity.
And that always helps. How did you happen to get hold of it?
A refugee from Vienna brought it to this country some years ago. Just discovered it among some old family possessions he'd brought along with him. Doesn't know how it got there. I'm selling it for him. There you are. Please handle it carefully, Mr. Templar. It's quite old and fragile. It would probably tear quite easily.
That wouldn't be an apology for the fact that it's torn right now, would it?
Torn? Why, I'm not certain I understand.
The missing signature should supply the missing meaning.
Missing signature? You mean that... Oh, good heavens. Well, you really had me worried for a moment, Mr. Templar. But as you can see, this manuscript is in perfect condition. There's the original signature. Ludwig von Beethoven.
He's right, Simon. What about that torn piece?
Exactly what I was going to say, Mickey. Thanks for your trouble, Mr. DeGage. Sorry I bothered you.
Oh, it's not a question of bothering me, Mr. Templar. I'm merely puzzled. I don't understand what a Beethoven manuscript might have to do with the murder of Laureate Optal.
And that's the reason I'm sorry I bothered you, Mr. DeGage. Now, neither have I.
Thank heaven the police are gone. I don't think I could have returned here. Mr. Opdahl was told.
I'm not too happy about homicidal surroundings myself, Mickey.
Well, then why come back at all?
I find myself with an ungovernable impulse to indulge in musical composition, and I... More of that later, Mickey. It would appear we have an unexpected eavesdropper amongst us.
An unexpected...
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
Oh, don't stop now, Sam.
If you don't mind, I just assume the farther away I am from lethal weapons, the better I like it.
That is a gun in his hand, isn't it, Simon?
Genus automatic pistol, species caliber 45.
That's very scientific, chum. Well, you better hand over that paper.
Paper?
Don't play coy, chum. The paper you took from Opto's musical.
Oh, that. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm saving autographs. Never had one of Beethoven's before.
Yeah, I'll bet you never had your tummy blasted by a 45 slug before, either.
True. So I think I'd better take that gun.
No, you don't,
Better
chum.
give it to me.
All right, chum, I will.
Simon! Oh, you killed him.
Shut up.
He's dead. You killed him. You killed me.
You said to shut up, didn't I? I'll stand back when I look at that paper. Should be somewhere in it. Yeah, inside pocket, huh? Thanks, chum.
Pretty brave with a gun, aren't you?
Yeah. Better retire from the music business, sister. From where I sit, it don't look too healthy. So long, baby.
Simon, please answer me. Are you all right, Simon? Answer me, please.
I must speak to my barber about this.
Simon.
And somehow the patting and massage I get after a shave doesn't give me anything like the sensation I'm getting now.
Simon, you're all right.
Well, I will be when the boys operating the trip hammers on my skull knock off at 5 o'clock.
Why didn't you let me know? Why did you lie there playing possum like that?
I doubt that a possum would appreciate the lovely picture you made as you bent over me, but as for me, well, I was in no hurry to wake up. What happened to Chum?
He departed with your prize autograph after creasing your skull with a bullet and threatening me with the same.
A lovable soul, isn't he? My only consolation is that his aim is far worse than even his intentions.
Simon, for Pete's sake, come across. So far, I don't understand a thing.
Which puts us both in the same boat. And speaking of boats, come along, Mickey. We've got an appointment with one.
How nice. Any particular kind?
Oh, yeah, very particular kind. A ferry boat that's going to take us across the bay to Coronado.
ferry boat is like a ghost ship.
Oh, now don't tell me that a little fog is getting you down, Mickey.
Little fog. It's so thick we can't even see the rail from here. Why are you so insistent on getting over to Coronado tonight?
Paul DeGage is selling a Beethoven manuscript to a bunch of collectors there, remember? One of my more famous hunches tells me that among those present should be a guy for whom capital punishment was invented.
I hope it's better than the 2 hunches you had on that torn manuscript.
It has to be. Hey,
What is it, son?
a piano in the lounge. Do you hear it?
Yes. Rather good.
It should be. The pianist is a former pupil of Lawrence Opdahl's, now holding forth at a dingy dive called the Birdcage.
The Birdcage? Simon! You mean Johnny Crawford?
And if it isn't, he should sue for plagiarism. That's his personal theme song.
Johnny Crawford aboard this ferry boat. Now, why would he be going to Coronado?
That's a good question, Mickey. Suppose we ask Johnny for the answer, huh? The door to the lounge should be somewhere over here.
Maybe it is, but it looks like you'll have to navigate by radar to find it.
Somebody's coming out on deck now. All we have to do is find that door.
Calm down. Everything's going to be okay. I hope you're right, Jensen. I've got the creeps for fair. Never mind, Nick. I know I'm right. Just don't get excited. We got the signature, didn't we? Who's going to know the difference now?
I know it, Jensen. Maybe someone else does, too.
Oh, forget it, Johnny, will you? I'll meet you at the Birdcage when it's all over.
The Birdcage. Johnny Crawford at the Birdcage.
What are you kicking about? It's a living, isn't it?
Oh, sure.
Pretty soon we'll all be in a heavy sugar. Now, just you wait. You better be right
They're gone, Simon. Hidden in the fog. Who were they?
Didn't you recognize one of the voices?
I...
It was the friendly one who tried to part my hair with a .45.
What was it all about?
That's the second question I have to ask Crawford. You wait here, Mickey. I'll be right back.
Simon, you can't. Jensen's got a gun.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll keep my fingers crossed. I'll be seeing you.
Simon, I can't stay here alone. I'm allergic to fog. Oh, you crazy fool. I can't even see you.
Oh.
Simon. Simon, what was that? What happened? Simon! Oh, no. Simon! Help! Help me!
Man overboard! Man overboard! Man overboard! Man overboard! There you go, mister. You got him. Grab the bottle. I have it, Taylor. Many thanks. All right, come on over here. Get over here.
Simon. Simon, are you all right?
Oh, frankly, no. I'm damp and my head aches. I've swallowed liberal quantities of seawater, which I found much too salty, and I have a terrific yen to play the piano.
To play the... Oh, no, not again.
Mickey, my dear, any psychiatrist will warn you of the dangers of inhibiting a creative urge. I think I'd better get into that lounge and get this one out of my system. Children make a grave mistake, Mickey, by not paying attention to music lessons. Now, if I'd only listened to Professor Heinrich Wurzel,
If you'd only listened to me, Jensen or Crawford, or whoever it was, wouldn't have hit you on the head. And you'd be rational now, rather than non-compass mentis.
Oh, you shouldn't speak so harshly of whoever it was, Mickey. When he tossed me into the briny, for some reason I thought of music, piano music. And I think I've got something. If I could only find the right combination.
I think you should try to find that psychiatrist you mentioned earlier. More attention to your noodle and less to noodling might result in getting...
Mickey, you've jumped to a big, fat, and incorrect conclusion. Listen to this.
It's hardly what I'd call a musical tour de force.
Mickey, you're not listening. I'll give you one more chance. There, sound familiar to you?
Not in the least. But then I didn't take lessons from Professor Heinrich Wurzel, which might account for my... Wait a minute. That phrase. Isn't that what Lawrence Opdahl played just before he died?
You see, you should have studied under Professor Wurzel.
Oh.
He would have given you 100 in musical identification.
Now you're not trying to tell me that little musical phrase means something, Simon.
Now, let's see now. We'll be in Coronado at 6.
Yeah.
That should give me about 2 hours to prove its meaning to you.
Sounds like rather complicated procedure.
Oh, the procedure itself will be simple, but first I have to clutter it up with a call to Lieutenant Flanagan and a little visit to the public library.
I can only say, Simon, that I trust the past hour and a half in that library was more entertaining for you than it was for me.
Oh, it was, Mickey, it was. You'd be surprised at the amount of interesting information one can garner in a library.
Maybe I wouldn't be so surprised if you'd share some of it with me.
Well, I learned the very interesting tidbit that Ludwig van Beethoven lived from 1770 to 1827. That he wrote 9 symphonies.
Amazing.
That he had a sketchbook containing a mass in C sharp, a piano sonata, a fugue on Bach, and...
Oh, Simon, please. If that's all you can tell me about an hour and a half of wasted time...
Well,
you can...
not quite. I could mention the fact that one of the more incorrect books on Beethoven was written by a John Masefield Crawford.
Well, what difference does it make who wrote the... John Masefield Crawford?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be our Johnny Crawford by any chance?
Could be.
An authority on Beethoven?
A poor one, but an authority.
So what?
So this. We're going to make a bid on a Beethoven manuscript, and don't be too surprised if we win it. And a murderer as well.
Here's Paul DeGage up on the rostrum. Looks as though the bidding's about to begin.
You couldn't ask for better timing from a metronome.
All right, gentlemen. Quiet, please. Quiet. This was to be a very happy occasion, gentlemen, as you all know. For we were to present here tonight an original, authentic, and hitherto unknown manuscript of a piano sonata by Beethoven. In honor of the occasion, I prevailed upon my dear friend, Laureate Optel, to be the first to play the sonata. Unfortunately, as most of you now know, he has met with a tragic end. In deference to Laureate's memory, I have not sought another pianist to substitute for him. I am certain you all share my feelings. And so...
I'd be very happy to play the sonata for you, Mr. DeGage.
Simon, are you crazy?
I'm not certain I quite understand the meaning of this interruption, Mr. Temple.
Oh, I wouldn't let that bother me, Mr. DeGage. Now, as soon as I reach that piano... There.
Well, really, Mr. Templar,
Oh, it's quite simple, Mr. DeGage. I'm going to substitute for Laureate Optel.
You? Why, I didn't know that you were a pianist, Mr. Templar.
Oh, sure. One of the best. Listen to this.
Mr. Templar, there can only be 2 explanations for this outrageous action on your part. You're either drunk or mad. I shall have to ask you to leave this hall at once.
Now, surely, Mr. DeGage, you wouldn't want me to leave so soon, not before I've told these gentlemen that Beethoven never wrote the music on that manuscript you have for sale.
Beethoven never wrote
that manuscript is a fake. No such piano sonata was ever written by Beethoven or lost on its way to the publishers.
This is preposterous. The record of that sonata is in Beethoven's own sketchbook.
Oh, I'll admit that a piano sonata is noted in the sketchbook, yes. But if the person who forged this manuscript had looked far enough, he'd have learned that the original was written for 4 hands as a duet, not for 2.
Well, I can't believe it.
This manuscript is a forgery, written by a former so-called expert named Johnny Crawford.
But if this is so, do you have any proof, Mr. Templar?
Laureate Optel's death is proof enough. He discovered the forgery, but then he made a grave mistake. He thought Crawford's life would be in danger to prevent the knowledge from coming out. But it was his own life that was taken.
Then it was Crawford who killed him?
Optel told me who killed him, Mr. DeGage.
Optel?
He couldn't talk, but he could play. And he played 6 notes. These notes. Those notes spell the name of the murderer, a name that will be verified by his accomplices when they're picked up by the police. And for the edification of those who never studied under Professor Heinrich Wurzel, the notes...
You'll never hang this on me, Templar.
Now, Simon, he's got a gun.
Well, then I'd better...
Leave him, I'll kill you for this, Templar. I'll kill you.
Oh, that's such a revolting thought to gain. I'd better not risk the possibility. Now, what was that you were saying, Mr. DeGage?
Simon, he can't say anything. He's out cold.
Come to think of it, so he is. And look at the time, just 8 o'clock. I told you you'd have your answer in 2 hours, didn't I?
The whole idea was DeGage's from the start, and Johnny Crawford and Jensen were working for him.
Mickey, why don't you stop your intellect from taking over for your emotions?
Simon. Then Crawford must have forged the manuscript. He was a good enough pianist and a semi-authority on Beethoven to do it. But how did Mr. Opdahl come into it?
You know, they say that boat rides are wonderful therapy in cases of inhibited romance.
Of course. Crawford was his pupil. I'll bet he got cold feet and showed Mr. Opdahl a copy of the manuscript. And Mr. DeGage got wind of it, killed Mr. Opdahl, and made off with the copy. Only part of it was torn off of the music rack.
Oh, and this blessed fog. It makes everything so warm and cozy.
But it must have been the idea of a second manuscript that tipped you off, huh? Particularly when Jensen was so anxious to get the torn signature.
I wonder if you'd still feel like slapping my face.
And, of course, I finally got what you meant about those 6 notes Mr. Opdahl played. They were DeGage, spelling DeGage.
Yeah. Mickey, when are you going to stop being logical?
Oh, Simon. Right now.
You have been listening to another adventure of the Saint, the Robin Hood of modern crime. And now, here is our star, Vincent Price.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the 4 horsemen is still riding across Europe, scarring the bodies and spirits of millions with brutal hooves. His name is Hunger, and his victims are legion. Their cries for help are sounding right outside our door. Despite increased supplies of certain foods and improved crop conditions, Europe's need for more food is urgent and immediate. Americans can help now by sending food packages to Europe's hungry ones through the auspices of CARE, a non-profit humanitarian organization. CARE, spelled C-A-R-E, stands for Cooperative for American Remittances to Europe. It is composed of the country's 26 top welfare agencies, all operating to drive the specter of hunger from Europe. You can aid in this work by sending a $10 remittance to CARE, New York. A 21.5-pound food package will then be sent to any designated person in 15 countries. Or if you wish, CARE will select a recipient. Smaller food packages are available for lesser amounts. The address again is CARE, New York. Remember, they still need care. This is Vincent Price inviting you to join us again next week at this same time for another exciting adventure of the Saint. Good night.
Yes, Vincent Price from 1950. That was The Saint and the Music Murder. Coming up next, we have one of my favorite adventures ever from 1947, a fantastic syndicated series. This one, The Voyage of the Scarlet Queen. Stay tuned right here to the Hojo Radio Network. You know, it's really been a great time with you. Hope you enjoy this last show.
Log entry, the Ketch Scarlet Queen, Philip Carney, master. Position 3 degrees 44 minutes south, 158 degrees 13 minutes west. Wind fresh, sky fair. Remarks? Departed Christmas Island after interruption of holiday plans. Reason for interruption, the 15th Llama and the Wise Guy from the East. The name Christmas was given to the island by its discoverer, Captain James Cook, who dropped the first civilized anchor off its west shore on Christmas Eve of 1777, celebrated the holiday, and left on the second day of the new year. We raised the outline of its palm groves just 2 days short of 170 years later and slipped into its sheltered lagoon to see what we could do to set the scene for our own celebration. There wasn't much we could arrange for a stateside Rotogravure-style Christmas scene, but with memories and the ache of homesickness to be fought by activity, the crewmen worked a change on the deck of the Scarlet Queen. An awning went up over number 2 hold. Wreaths was spliced out of lengths of spare hawser.
Hey, what do you think of this now, Captain?
A Christmas tree materialized out of the shaft of an oar, to which were lashed branches from pandanus pine. By sunset, it was draped with light lines, some dipped in red paint, some in white. We were buried so deeply in the new Yuletide atmosphere that it was only by chance that my chief mate Gallagher lifted his head to see the stranger standing in through the reef pattern.
Hey, Skipper, look at the liner bearing down on us.
It wasn't quite a liner, but almost. It was a trim, luxurious power yacht, the Lurie, with a fortune in bright work shining in the setting sun. It nosed into anchorage a few yards off our starboard beam, and a man in a white linen suit stepped to the boat deck rail. We'd almost forgotten Christmas until we heard the cry of a baby in one of his cabins. And then the hail.
Ahoy, gentlemen! I trust you have brought the 3 emissaries from the Orient.
So Mutual continues The Voyage of the Scarlet Queen, written by Gil Dowd and Bob Tallman, and starring Elliott Lewis. The Scarlet Queen, proudest ship to plow the seas, bound for uncharted adventure. Every week a complete entry in the log, and every week a league further in The Voyage of the Scarlet Queen.
Major Gregory Osgood, CMG and CB, the British usage companion of the bar.
Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This is my chief officer, Mr. Gallagher.
Glad to know you.
My honor, sir. And you, Captain?
Carney.
Well met, gentlemen. Indeed, a pleasant surprise to find you in your company here.
Thanks. Come on in the cabin. I'd like to offer you some hospitality, Major.
Yes, I accept, Captain.
That hail of yours about the 3 emissaries from the Orient threw us a little out of trim.
I should be surprised, sir, if it did not startle you. Well, let us say it was a mere phrase, gentlemen, in the spirit of the season.
And that was a baby we heard, wasn't it?
Yes, it so happens that I do have a child aboard.
Oh. Sit down, Major. Red?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'll get it.
He's a splendid, lusty little chap, Captain, of Catanese extraction, little more than a month in this world. A pathetic case, sir.
Hmm?
According to the wish of the mother, I am transporting them to their homeland. Thank you. Season's greeting to your boat.
And to you, Major.
Yes. Now, more pleasant subjects, gentlemen. If I might beg another portion of that tasty spirit.
Yeah, sure, help yourself.
A friendly cup, gentlemen, from time immemorial, the cementer of comradeship and the dispeller of loneliness.
He cemented comradeship and dispelled loneliness right down to the bottom of the bottle before dark, and left after insisting that Gallagher and I have dinner with him aboard his yacht. We put our dinghy over the side at about 6:30, stroked it across the few yards of water between the ships, and climbed the polished accommodation ladder to the equally polished decks of the Lurie.
Come in, gentlemen. Here, into the salon.
You're in fine voice, Major.
Yeah, we ought to have you for our song, Pat.
It is a dismal croak, gentlemen, but could you hear the feeling behind it? Here, this door.
The first thing I noticed as we went in was the Chinese girl standing beside a box-like crib. She was quite beautiful, her coloring delicate, her face less moon-shaped than the usual. Her whole physical attitude, the way she held herself, somehow a little non-oriental. She looked at us as though waiting, half fearfully, for us to start something.
This gentleman is the mother, Shin Yang Sing. But the introduction must remain silent since the poor girl speaks no English.
Well, that don't seem to be stopping the sprout here.
Yeah, he sounds like he's got the makings of a good chief mate.
Merry little chap, is he not? Come, little fellow. Smile for your new friend.
Look at that, Skipper, with my finger. He can hang on.
Sure, he thinks it's a halyard. I tell you, he's going to be a seaman.
Hey, oh, no, you don't. You aren't taking a bite off of that finger.
Well, indeed, sir, there's no cause for fear. Now then, gentlemen, I've seen to refreshment with which to whet your appetite. And then we shall see what beggarly fare will be set before us by my pantry men.
The Chinese girl was still standing there as we left. We didn't see her for the rest of the night. The cocktails were refreshing, the dinner was not beggarly, and the magazines we browsed through afterwards were recent. Little after 10, Red and I shoved off and rode back to the Queen. The sky was bright with moonlight and star-filled. The phosphorescence swirled off the blades of the oars.
He's quite a host, Skipper.
Yeah.
Puts out quite a spread.
Yeah.
What's the matter? You sound like you got indigestion from it.
I was just thinking it over, Red. I wonder why the hearty Major is lying to us.
Lying? Why should he?
That's what I say. I don't know.
What makes you think he is?
Magazine I ran across, Red, on child care in English.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess it's their party. Come on, let's hit the sack. The next day brought more visitors to our lagoon. First, it was a trim, gaff-rigged schooner that stood in through the passage and dropped anchor just astern of the Lurie. A few hours later, a lugger put her hook down off our stern. I hadn't realized that Christmas Island was so popular. But we had affairs of our own to keep our minds on. Just after sunset, Nielsen came into the cabin to bring me the latest development.
Could I have a word with you, Captain?
Yeah, how are things going, Nielsen?
Yeah, well, pretty good. We're even getting some presents under the Christmas tree. And more of them was showing up every few minutes.
A little early, aren't they? I thought they decided tomorrow would be the day for the presents.
Well, that's what I come to talk to you about, Captain. With all the work they did getting things rigged up, and with those presents burning holes in their sea bags, they don't want to wait no longer. They get carried away, and they want to have the party tonight.
They got carried away, Nielsen? How about you?
Who, me? Yeah, I think it would be better tonight. I think, by golly, I'd put my presents under the tree first.
You tell the men they can do anything they want to.
Yeah, and you and the chief will be there,
A typhoon couldn't keep us away. Here, Nielsen, keys to the liquor stores, and don't be shy or you'll be spending the night running back after more.
Thank you, Captain. They won't be shy tonight.
Oh, Nielsen, keep the men out of sight for about 15 minutes, will you? Mr. Gallagher and I got some packages to get out there under that tree.
Aye, aye, sir. By golly, this'll be a good one.
We were in the cabin with 10 minutes to go before we met the crew at the tree. We changed to fresh jumpers and dungarees. Red was humming happily and even making a stab at shining his sea boots. We didn't hear it until Red stopped humming.
Skipper.
Yeah, I hear it.
What the devil?
Let's quit kidding ourselves, Red. He's aboard. He's on deck. Come on.
I'm sorry, Captain Connie. There was no place else to go.
It was the Chinese girl, wet clothes clinging to her, her dripping child squirming angrily in her arms.
Will you please help us?
How'd you get here? To swim?
There was no other way. I had to get Len away from them. Could you find something dry to wrap him
Come on into the
in?
cabin. Take the kid, Red.
Me?
Yeah, take him. Get that wet stuff off of him. Wrap a blanket or something around him.
He's only angry and frightened. He'll stop crying when he's dry.
I'm telling you, Skipper, this one does it. I'm finding a new berth.
Here's a towel for you.
Thank you. Captain, I didn't know where to turn. And after seeing the way you acted with my son on Major Osgood's ship, I knew he was lying when he told me you were trying to take Lynn away from me.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that sounds a little phony to me, too.
He told me to pretend that I didn't speak English so that you wouldn't try to talk to me.
Why shouldn't we talk to you?
Because he didn't want you to know the truth. I didn't know the truth until those 2 ships arrived today. 2 Tibetan officials came on them, and after the Major told them about my son,
I heard them bidding for him. And now I know that either one would kill him to keep the other one from getting him.
Yeah, you need a drink.
No, I don't. You've got to believe me. My son was Lotus born.
Lotus born? How's that work?
He has a small birthmark on his back that is shaped exactly like a lotus blossom with 7 petals.
Red?
Yeah, it's here, all right, Skipper. Right between his shoulder blades.
Okay, what's the rest of it?
It makes of him a very special baby. Major Osgood told me that Lynn must go to Tibet to take the place of the 14th Sugai Lama, who died during the same hour in which my son was born. If it were ordained, I was willing to give up my son. But I didn't know that he'd be bargained over as a political pawn by 2 power-crazy officials.
Where was your son born?
In San Francisco. Major Osgood's brother was the doctor who delivered him. Then, while the major kept us in hiding, he sent a man named Grimes to Tibet. It all sounded like the grand dreams that every mother has for her son. But now it's nothing. They'll kill him. I know they will.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think they'll lay a finger on your son as long as he's on this ship.
But they'll be here after him. If you knew what it meant to them, either one would have the power to rule the Buddhist world if he could take Lynn with him. They'll do anything to get him.
Now, look, there's a cabin right through that passageway. It's small, but it's private. Now, here's some clothes about 8 sizes too big for you, but they're dry. You'll feel better when you get into them. Now, go on. We'll take care of the kid.
All right, Captain Carney.
Yeah. Well, how do you like this?
Well, it's great. But we can't toss little Charlie here to the wolves, can we?
No. Not till he gets some hair on his chest, anyway. And now look at him. The thankless little brat. He gets us into this mess, and now he goes to sleep.
Red, I'll match you to see who goes forward to tell the crew. We'll have to call off the party.
No, I'm not matching, no.
Captain!
Oh, hold it, Red.
Captain Carney, sir.
Didn't take him long, did it? Go tell the story to the crew, Red. Bring 2 men back here wearing 2 automatics apiece, carrying rifles.
Captain Carney, we're coming aboard.
Well, the kid's asleep. Hide him a little better with that blanket before you go. I'll go out and match lies with the major. Yeah.
Good evening, Captain. I beg forgiveness for this rather brazen boarding of your vessel,
I'll
sir.
put that in my log, Major. What do you want?
First, I would like to present to you my associate, Mr. William Grimes.
Happy to meet you, Captain.
How are you, Grimes?
Captain, events have a mere fraction of an hour ago taken a distressing turn.
Yeah, what happened?
My charge is that comely Chinese girl and her infant son have disappeared, sir. Lock, stock, and barrel.
Huh? Why'd you come here?
Well, just on a chance first, Captain, but maybe we were right. You got the marks of wet feet on your deck here.
By George, you have, sir. Leading directly to your cabin.
Yeah, I just took a dip.
Indeed, sir. Then have you heard or laid eyes upon my disappearing passenger?
In the first place, I haven't had time to look or listen. In the second place, I don't care.
Well, now, there's a strangely familiar sound. Captain, I suggest that we retire to your cabin where we may discuss this like gentlemen. Well, sir?
Well, I don't see why not. Come on. But you could forget any ideas you might have about taking the kid off this ship. He decided he didn't want to be a llama.
You are aware of the startling truth. Then, sir, surely you jest when you intimate that he will be denied the honor, glory, and homage which are his just due.
Oh, what are you handing me?
Well, the find of the century, sir. It is destiny. Destiny that is rushing him headlong toward his rightful position as the 15th Sugai Lama. Who, sir? Who, I ask, would dare to stand in the way of destiny? Who, sir?
I would, and take it easy with that desk.
Yeah. You made him hysterical with your sacrilegious statement, Captain. Mr. Grimes, quiet the child.
Stay away from him, Grimes. Listen, Major, you sold his mother this bilge up to a point.
Bilge, indeed, sir.
You've evidently sold your emissaries from the Orient on it. Maybe you've even sold yourself, but I don't buy so easily. And the mother lost interest when your 2 politicians started fighting over the kid like it was a pork barrel bill being shoved through Congress.
That, I must say, is an odd reaction, since she herself would be ennobled and held in the reverence due a queen.
Not so odd when it looked like the bargaining would end with the kid being knocked off by one of your boys, so the other one couldn't have him.
Yes, you're the pessimistic one, Captain. I will admit that the emissaries coming from rival prelates did become somewhat feverish in their bargain.
While we're on the subject of that bargaining, who was the highest bidder going to pay? Who was going to collect?
Why, it may surprise you to learn that I was.
No, it doesn't. Why else would you bring 2 men from rival prelates to your little auction? The kid's staying on this ship and you're leaving.
Not so
Anytime.
fast, Connie. You are, of course, assuming that you have the right to interfere in a matter which is most definitely none of your affair.
Yeah. Since the boy was born in the States and this is an American ship. That enough, Major?
Yes, you are a stickler, Captain. Yes, it's enough. It's enough. I ask one small favor, Captain. More in desperation than in the hope of any show of generosity from you. It may indeed save my life as well as that of Mr. Grimes.
What is it?
I beg of you, sir, allow me to bring to this cabin my two erstwhile clients so that they may at least view the infant. If they do not see him, sir, their anger will no doubt reach extremes fatal to me, as well as to my associate, Mr. Grimes.
All right, Major, I'll give it a try. But I'm going to have some armed crewmen in here.
Needless precaution, Captain. I assure you that our arrival will be in the spirit of the evening, sir. That of peace on earth and goodwill toward men.
By the time he got back with them, we had the cabin ready for the audience. We had the child bedded down in my bunk with his mother sitting beside him, and two crewmen heavy with weapons standing on each side of the cabin. The two Tibetans were draped in long robes and wore the black skull caps of their station. The first was thin, with an angular face and snapping black eyes.
I would like to present Yafel Langdoon, the emissary from Sugai, Captain Carney.
It is with honor that I greet you, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
This, then, is the child.
The second was older, heavier, with a set face that looked as though it had forgotten how to smile.
I would like to present Rahima Kashgar, the emissary from Shigatsi, Captain Carney.
I greet you from the heart, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
I would see the child without further waste of time.
The two robed figures bent silently over the sleeping boy, moved him with gentle hands, lifted the blanket so that they could see the lotus mark on his back. They stood, still silent for almost a minute, then turned toward me.
We would be honored to take the child now and make our decision as to which of us he will...
Wait a minute. I thought you knew nobody's taking the child.
What words are those? The boy belongs
Major?
to us?
Thought these men understood. I thought you told them no
Tell
one...
them? Gad, Captain, what could I tell them, save that you, sir, stand defiantly before them in the very act of kidnapping the child?
What words are those?
The Major took with his hands our payment. We will take the child by force if we must.
He goes with us to Tibet.
We have fulfilled our bargain to you,
I,
Major.
too, have fulfilled my obligations. I have brought you to the child. From now on, gentlemen, your negotiations are with the captain.
There aren't going to be any negotiations. I'm going to see that this kid and his mother get back to San Francisco.
You will not be successful, Captain. We are well armed. We will not permit you to go until we have the child.
We got more threats of armed boarding parties from the Tibetans as we helped them over the side. I pulled the crew the rest of the way out of their party mood, armed them, and in the faint light of the westing moon, we watched the Oriental crews join forces on the lugger. All in all, it was a great Christmas Eve. And the poor little guy who was causing it all slept peacefully through it on my bunk.
Well, what do we do? Just sit here?
We can't sail out. They'll swarm all over us if we start to move.
What a
Oh,
holiday.
but listen, Red. If we can hold out until the moon drops behind the palms and we get some shadow out here, I'm going to try something anyway.
Yeah, what?
I think the way to spring this trap is through the Major. But I got to have something to bargain with. Red, if we can get our heaviest hawser around his anchor cable and secure it ashore, I think I'll have it. You think it can be done?
Listen, I changed to baby tonight. After that, anything's a breeze.
"40 minutes later, it was dark enough for us to go to work. With only a few yards between us and the lorry, I was able to make the whole swim underwater. But I found something better than the anchor cable to use. Groping down the curve of the lorry's steel bow for depth, my hand hit a metal ring welded to the hull to be used for bracing in dry dock. I slipped my line through it, headed back toward the Queen. "15 minutes later, Red had the other end of the hawser secured, and the lorry was moored neatly to shore. I went into the cabin for dry clothes, jotted a radio message down on a blank, and rode over to the lorry. Grimes met me at the top of the ladder with a Thompson sub held ready at his hip and ushered me into the salon.
Well, sir, a visit that I must confess is quite unexpected.
Oh, it's the Christmas spirit, Major. Give and receive.
I don't follow you, sir.
You will. It's simple. I have you to thank for being bottled up. Now you have me to thank for the same thing. With me, it's the Tibetans. With you, it's a stout hawser from your ship's bottom to a palm tree ashore.
Mr. Grimes, if you please, hand me your weapon. Go at once astern and test the captain's integrity.
Don't take your eyes off him, Major.
Never fear, I shan't. You're an extraordinary fellow, Captain, to go to such lengths.
Oh, here's a radio message I sent earlier tonight to the island officials on Fanning, 100 or so miles north. You accused me of kidnapping the youngsters, so I've accused you of the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Christmas Island, Major Gregory Osgood and Countess Grimes, kidnapping to the United States National Subterranean Favor, urgent request, and arresting us. Why, actually, Captain, this is no more than a sheet of foolscap. Am I to take your word that you made this, transmission?
No, you don't have to take my word. Why don't you wait for the patrol boat? It'll be in tomorrow.
Beastly situation.
Yeah. What do you suggest, Major?
Does it feel to you that the ship's making sternway, Captain?
I know it isn't.
Yes, sir. Perhaps you have a suggestion as to how we might extricate ourselves from this deadlock. Have you now?
Yeah. Give and receive. You call your Tibetans off the boy and me, and I'll call the arresting officers off of you.
Discouraging thought, sir, since I would be forced to return to them the payment already received.
You couldn't spend it in prison anyway.
Now, that was unnecessarily cruel rejoinder, sir. Assuming that my actions were, as per your suggestion, how, then, would you proceed?
Well, it's simple. Radio them that the first message was based upon faulty information. Tell them to ignore it. What would your story be?
I presume that I would be forced to tell the truth.
Hmm?
That actually the boy is by no means metaphysically fitted to become the Sugai Lama.
I figured as much.
Yes, he was born at least 4 days before the Lama's death. Someone tampered with his birth records. Well, sir. Oh, Mr. Grimes.
Oh, we're caught fast, all right, Major. The line must be fastened to a dry dock hook. It's too deep to reach.
You've seen only one small portion of our dilemma, Mr. Grimes. Go fetch the chests we so recently received from the emissaries. For our very freedom, we are forced to return them.
What? You're going to give them back?
Yes, in the ancient spirit of Christmas, to give is to receive. If you please, Mr. Grimes, it would be wise of you never to forget that.
He stopped at the Queen on his way back from his visit with the Tibetans, a sadly deflated major. His clothes torn, his face bruised, his hands raised pathetically. We told him we'd cast off the hawser and that the Lurie was free to sneak away in the darkness. He climbed back to his small boat.
Goodbye, gentlemen, and sad paradox. I feel driven to wish a Merry Christmas to you all.
Same to you, Major.
And many of them. Captain, could I have a word with you?
Yeah, sure, Nielsen. What is it?
Well, Captain, it's 2 a.m., but the men have been waiting, and they wondered if it would be
You
all
mean
right.
they want to have that party now, Nielsen?
Yeah, that's right, Captain. They were awful disappointed.
Well, turn them loose, Nielsen. We missed Christmas Eve, but we got 22 hours
Yes.
of Christmas Day ahead of us.
Yes, sir, there's nothing like an early start.
Well, we got
Captain.
that, no mistake. Let's see what we can make of it. Hey, hit the deck! Come every last mother son of you! We got a celebration to take care of. And come out singing a carol, or you'll be tombstone in the deck for the rest of the night. Come on, boys! What it proved, I guess, was that time is relative, and that Christmas is Christmas, even on Christmas Island. The Lurie and the other ships moved out, and the men were like kids again. Packages were ripped open, gifts compared. The cook's spread, slightly stale from the long wait, was wolfed down. The bottles moved. The lagoon began to echo to the same carols that St. Mark's choir was singing. Ours weren't good, but they were loud.
Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel. When a foeman came in sight, gathering with
All but one of our number enjoyed them, and he was a loud minority. I wondered if he'd ever realize what this particular Christmas meant to him. But when I looked at his mother cradling him in her arms, I knew he would. The joy that shone from her face was different from ours. I couldn't help but think that her feelings must have been pretty much like those of the other mother. The way she held her tiny son and looked not at us, not at our jury Christmas tree, not at the island or the sky, but beyond, into a clear but unknown future. Looking at her, I felt for just a moment that I really understood the holiday we were celebrating.
Sleep in heavenly
rested for 24 hours after the party, during which a cutter arrived from Fanning Island to pick up Shi Niang Sing and her son and get them headed back toward the States. By 3 that afternoon, we nosed out through the reef and into the southeast trade.
Stand by to make sail!
The men moved to their stations slowly, looking out over the stern at the island and remembering a laugh or a song and the meaning of good comradeship.
With port, Sig! Make sail!
The block snapped taut. The reeves groaned under the halyards. The big mainsail bellied out in the breeze. The jib shot up. The mizzen swung into work. And the Scarlet Queen seemed to shake herself a little before she got balanced between wind and water, dropped her port rail, and settled down into her course. Then her rigging sang and her deck started to glisten with the spray she kicked into the wind that swept across her.
That's a nice little breeze, Skipper. Are we getting all of it?
Yeah, I don't think we're missing a wisp.
You know, I've been feeling kind of ashamed, Skipper.
About what, Red?
About that Christmas party. Oh, it was great, and we all knocked ourselves out and got a lot of presents, but we didn't do one thing for our queen here.
Oh, Red.
No, not even a new pennant. Not one piece of new line.
Oh, no.
No, I'll bet you didn't even give her a thought.
Blazes, I didn't. That's why I don't feel guilty like you do.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, think it over.
Well,
all the things that happened aboard her. She was Christmas. The whole works. How are you going to top that?
Would a wassail do?
Right. A Christmas toast.
Here, Skipper. To the Queen?
To the Scarlet Queen. After you, mate. After you.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That closes up our 4-hour block. What I like to call the 6 to 10 Lion's Den, but it's really not about being a lion. It's more about being a protector. And I hope tonight it showed you a little bit about how I feel inside, you know, how things used to be, my grounding, my base, where my thoughts and morals come from. But more than all that, forget about me. I hope it brought you some joy, a little bit of happiness, maybe a smile or two. Hey, maybe you learned something you didn't know. Oh, well. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, remember, somebody out here loves you just for who you are. Hold on. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes to the skies and keep a song in your heart. Good night, world. Good night, coast to coast. Good night, galaxy. Until the next time, this is Hojo, signing off.